everybody. Quiet, listen to me. We're going to start a show.
Sitting here desperately trying to draw again.
Anyway, welcome to the Ink Paint Club podcast, and I'm recording now.
Oh. Maybe you should get the ice out of your mouth.
Sorry.
Just saying.
I love this ice cube. I'm sorry if it comes up on the...
Is this a platonic love for Ice Cube, or is this...
I love frozen water.
No, I'm just fucking thirsty. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Alright, anyway. Welcome
This
to...
nerd needing water.
Shut up. Alright. Welcome to the Ink Paint Club podcast. I'm JD.
I'm Andy.
You're not Andy.
But wait, if he's Andy, then am I Kyle?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. As long as we're on, as long as we understand where we're going here.
All right. Well, anyway, that's who we are. And if you're new here, the Ink Paint Club podcast is a weekly show where we talk about animation, cartoons, and comics, and all kinds of fun stuff. And it's a good time, I think. And
I think it's pretty.
We talk about what's going on in the animation industry and news and such, and we're going to talk about robots later, because Andy and I like robots.
Robots are pretty sweet.
Yep.
Kyle's pretty indifferent about that.
Well, Kyle's indifferent about everything. So.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So if at the end of this episode you like this episode, please share it on your social medias. That would really help us out.
Yeah, come on. The internet needs more podcasts like this. You know, fun ones.
Yay, fun podcasts. And follow our Tumblr and our Facebook and all that good stuff.
We have a Tumblr?
Yes! That's where I post these episodes every week.
Oh.
Anyway. So
someone can't afford the money for SoundCloud.
No, SoundCloud has a limit and is very limited, so it's not on iTunes anymore until I decide to want to pay for it again. But anyway, so how would you guys like to talk about some news to start us off today?
Let's talk about news.
I really don't know much about the news.
Oh, I asked you guys if we want to do news as if you have a choice.
It's
well,
true.
I mean, we do.
You are kind of a bear to work.
I mean, I guess you could leave, but I mean, it's the thing we do every week. I don't know why I ask. Oh, and by the way, it's our 10th episode, so we've been doing this for 10 weeks. I feel like I'm committed to something for once.
For me.
Oh yeah, Andy's new here.
I'm still.
The show has been around for 10 weeks. Basically, we've just been doing this all summer so far. So here's to another 10 episodes. I'd toast you if I had any alcohol on me, but
I do.
Yeah, Andy decided he's gonna drink profusely during this episode. So if he starts slurring,
not profusely. Jeez, what am I, an amateur?
Well, then you're not doing it right. Alright, let's see. What do we got in the news this week? So... Oh, yeah! The big thing got unearthed. We finally got some footage, quotey fingers, of Chris Farley when he did Shrek, before he died.
Yeah.
How did you all respond to this?
You know, I gotta say, even though I've been waiting for this ever since, I don't know, I found out about it years back, but I kind of like Mike Myers. I'm used to it. It's just Chris Farley doing Chris Farley. It wasn't all that special to me. I'd hate to say it like that, but that's how it was.
No, I'm with you. It seemed really generic compared to how Shrek is now.
I'm kind of indifferent to it. I just never cared enough about Shrek to...
I mean, don't get me wrong. I really don't give a shit about Shrek most of the time, especially... Well, I don't give about Shrek after the second movie. But
yeah, the second one was entertaining. I mean, I don't know. To me, it was just it's one SNL alumni doing another SNL alumni thing.
Yeah, but
It's interesting if you read like all the people that were going to take over for Farley, because they were saying like Steve Martin was going to be Donkey and just like all these weird fucking things.
I would have. That would have been. Oh no, he got caught up doing Cheaper by the Dozen 5.
Oh yeah.
God. But actually, I like Eddie Murphy as that. But
I think Bill Murray was even like in this shit or something.
Probably.
I don't remember.
But
There was it said it was going to be Bill Murray and Steve Martin. Can you believe that? That alternate universe.
if Bill Murray's in there, I trust Bill Murray. But
Maybe if Bill Murray
I don't
was
know.
Shrek, then we would have had Chris Farley as a Ghostbuster.
maybe.
Wrap your head around that shit.
Oh god. Because he's a ghost now.
I don't think I would have been a fan of Chris Farley as a Ghostbuster.
But he lives in a van
Personally.
down by the river.
Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't
Shoehorn jokes.
seem like it would work.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of.
Fat guy in a jumpsuit.
I'm hoping that now that this little animatic got out of Farley's version of Shrek, I'm hoping that means there's more of it, and that we will see it.
They said they recorded the whole movie.
I know,
basically.
it's like I mean, like there better be like an anniversary DVD of Shrek. I'm like, oh, by the way, here's the entire version that Chris Farley did.
Oh man, I was so pissed off when the first DVD came out because I knew about that around that time, and none of that's on the DVD. It's a bunch of fucking stupid DVD menu games and stuff.
Well, that was like early 2000s, and that's just what you did.
The trailer is a special feature.
The trailer is always a special feature, Kyle. Always. Free time.
I'm sorry.
So, anyway, anything further to discuss about that?
No.
Is there really anything else to say about it?
No. I ask as a courtesy to you people. Because I'm terrible at segueing into other things.
There's no Curtis on this show.
No Curtis Armstrong? We should get Curtis Armstrong on the show. He'd do it. What else is he doing?
Yeah, Dan Versus is still struggling for that 4th season.
It's never going to happen. You know it's not. As much as we all wish it would.
It will happen on Netflix. Just give some hope.
Okay.
Have faith.
So what about that news, man?
Yeah, so this is nothing more than I saw a headline. The new Dragon Ball Z movie seems to be doing pretty good.
It's a Resurrection of Death, right?
Yeah, they're bringing Frieza back again.
Has it already been released in theaters?
Yeah, it's out right now. I think it's out until the 12th. Because I think it's like for a week. But they said they got $4 million in 3 days, and for a movie which I assume is in limited release, I guess that's pretty good. I don't know.
More than Fantastic Four, am I right?
Fantastic
Up top.
Fantastic Four did okay, but oh my god, I'm just
it
gonna.
bombed. I hear.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say the Fantastic Four movie is bad. Okay, I will say it was bad.
I'm gonna say it is utter shit.
Did you even?
But I haven't seen it, so
I'm just gonna say it was underwhelming. It's like there was a lot of good ideas and there's a lot of build up, but the payoff.
The director was such a crybaby, and he's like, "They didn't make me make the movie that I wanted to," and all this bullshit. And no, it was a train wreck from beginning. All the little gifs that I saw of the Thing throwing a tank and then it explodes into nothing.
I don't know.
No shrapnel, no fucking sand going everywhere.
I don't
Just
know.
explodes into fire.
This might be a spoiler.
No, bad movie.
This might be a
And
spoiler.
they have a sequel
Man,
coming
Kyle.
out.
Just, what I was gonna say is this might be a spoiler,
debatable.
but all I will say is that there's a lot of build up to the big fight with Doctor Doom at the end, and that fight is over in 5 minutes, and then the movie just ends. It's like
I heard they're really
movie's
banking
over.
on a sequel, but
Yeah,
I see that happening.
I don't see Fox wanting to sink more. Though I will say they sunk money into a second Fantastic Four movie years ago, and we saw how that went.
yeah, but the first Fantastic Four movie actually did well.
I guess that's true.
Like, it made its money back.
I actually don't
like,
dislike the first Fantastic Four movie.
No, it was fine because it actually felt like a fucking comic book movie.
Yeah,
like,
it was goofy. Silver Surfer is a bad movie, though.
I mean, Chris Evans as the Human Torch was great. Michael Chiklis as the Thing was great. Even Johann Gruffudd was really good as Reed Richards. Jessica Alba was fucking horrible as Sue Richards, but whatever.
You know, that was
like
the height of her popularity. They had to get her in there.
But I mean, at least it felt like a comic book movie. This new one just looks like this, like,
oh,
I don't know.
It's sad because it's like gray all the time. Like it's always raining. It's just depressing.
Sorry. You have characters called the Fantastics. I just can't take that. I don't see why
my
that
God.
needs to be serious.
And the way they come... Okay, this is a spoiler, but I don't really give a shit for this movie. The way they try to come up with why are we named the Fantastic Four. Literally, end of the movie is them standing over a balcony at their new facility that they got from the government or whatever. And Reed's like, you know, we're a team now. I think we should have a name. No reason, just brings that up. And it's like, what should we come up with? And they just start listing off these really fucking retarded names that no one in the right mind would think of. And then the Thing just is like, oh, this whole thing that's happened to us, it's fantastic. It's like, that should be our name. And then they just flash the title of the movie, and it's fucking stupid.
Wow, that sounds awful.
It's so dumb.
They said they ripped that whole little scene from Avengers or something, but I haven't seen any movies. So
why? Because at the end of Avengers 2, Captain America was going to say Avengers Assemble, and it gets cut off? That is not the same.
I don't know. I didn't watch both movies. I guess they were like, maybe we should be Avengers in the shawarma scene. I don't fucking know. I didn't watch it. I don't watch this nerd shit.
But you are a nerd.
Now, wait a minute. I found it weird that I'm the one drinking, yet Kyle is the one.
No, Kyle's always belligerent. This is just an everyday thing for him.
I just never liked comic book movies. TBH, to be honest.
What about Deadpool?
What about Hellboy?
Oh, yeah.
Hellboy was pretty good.
I mean, like, after The Dark Knight with the Joker.
Not every movie is The Dark Knight, Kyle.
I hate The Dark Knight, so I'm glad every movie is...
I, too, am also not a big fan of The Dark Knight.
So how about that news?
Thank you. I needed an out. So, you guys remember when DreamWorks made that Peabody and Sherman movie a couple years ago?
Yeah, it did pretty well from what I remember.
Yeah, it was cool. I actually liked it. It was a cute movie. It was inoffensive. But I guess they're making a 2D Peabody and Sherman reboot cartoon for Netflix.
That's cool.
I don't know.
I never knew there was that much of a demand.
I don't know. I actually think it was cool. They post a teaser image, and it's like... It's nice because it kind of looks like the old style, but more modern, and that's what I feel a lot of cartoons that are being remade need to do.
Well, I know they did it with the Smurfs, and it was like Smurfy Hollow, and they made it all 2D and stuff.
The Smurfy Hollow is way better animated than it deserves to be. It's uncannily well animated.
I never saw it, but it looked good.
I've seen clips of it. I mean, it looks dumb as hell plot-wise, but animation-wise, like, shit.
The Smurfs haven't really been relevant outside of Europe, so...
Anyway, this Peabody and Sherman thing I was talking about. So at least what I've read is I guess it's gonna be like a late night comedy show, so maybe like a talk show that they're gonna show it as, and all the guests are gonna be like historical figures and something like that. And that could be fun. And I guess they got Chris Parnell, the guy who does Cyril on Archer, to be Mr. Peabody. So I'm waiting to see how that goes.
Chris Parnell always does Chris Parnell's voice.
He just sounds like Chris Parnell. Not that I have a problem with that. I like Chris Parnell. He's a cool dude.
Why do you have to say that with your poop mouth?
I keep forgetting he was an anchorman. No, but I loved him as the doctor on Arrested Development. He's just like he never like I don't know, whatever. I liked him as that thing, but I think it comes. I don't remember when I said it. I think it might be next year in 2016.
I'm still surprised that there was a demand for Peabody and Sherman.
I don't know if there's a demand. They just like, hey.
Like, I don't know. I'm just surprised that was one of those franchises that.
I mean, look at Jason Alexander doing the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie.
Oh God, I forgot that was a thing.
Oh God. I try to forget that movie happened.
Or George of the Jungle. Or Dudley Do-Right.
No, okay, George of the
Actually-
Jungle was a legitimately funny movie.
Yeah,
It
like a
was
lot of
pretty
people
funny.
speak pretty highly of it. That's
I need
Brendan
to watch
Fraser,
that
right?
again so bad, because the movie's so fucking... That's like the height of...
Spoiler alert.
What?
I watched Runaway Brain in theaters with that movie. And it was the tits.
Nice.
Yeah, you were pretty big on that. I remember you messaging me.
That is like Kyle's boner...
Yeah. Oh,
everything.
Yeah, I remember.
I have a collection of toys and
I know you do.
paraphernalia of Runaway Brain.
But
how about that news?
fine. Fuck, what else we got here? So, this is just kind of random, and I don't know too much about it, but I guess this Canadian animation company, Vanguard, is making this princess movie with Avril Lavigne, Ashley Tisdale, Demi Lovato, and some Chinese singer named Jem.
Are there going to be skater boys? And will
Oh,
they
I can only
see you
hope so.
later?
Is Avril Lavigne not gonna like your girlfriend?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's my jam.
Funny story about that song. It made me get into a car crash.
Oh!
But I'm sorry.
It's just
No. Don't worry. It's gonna turn around. No, it's funny because it was in a video game.
Oh.
I
Now
just
it's
thought
less
it was
funny.
Funny to start that way.
I wanted to laugh at your tragedy.
I'm sorry. It was kind of a tragedy. I was playing Burnout Paradise.
Real life tragedy.
Sorry. It was still a tragedy though.
There's this comic that I love. I'm sorry. There's a comic that I love. It's like someone edited an old Superman thing, and he's like at a podium, and it's all like a hush falls over the crowd, and they're waiting for Superman to speak, and then he just starts singing "Hey, I Hate Your Girlfriend" song. It's so fucking beautiful.
Why?
Why not? I guess.
I need to find it again. It's one of my favorite shits.
Oh, God. Well, so, in terms of this movie, it's titled Charming, and the teaser image they gave was like, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and Cinderella are like all hunting down Prince Charming, like they're gonna fucking murder him or something.
That sounds.
It's a pro-woman movie, so... But I guess it's being produced by the guy who did the first two Shrek movies, so... I guess?
I'm kind of like, I don't know, somebody's got to say it. I'm tired of these girl power movies like Brave and shit like that. And I'm tired of princess movies to begin with. Get your own fucking original ideas, like Hoodwinked. Fuck Hoodwinked, because it was almost like Shrek in a sense, where they're like storybook characters.
Wait, hold on. Did people actually watch Hoodwinked?
Enough to
Yeah.
get it a sequel, I guess.
It does have a sequel,
Hood
and that's
versus
came out like 10 years afterwards.
It just kept getting delayed. I think they just pushed it out so they could get it out of the warehouse.
Yeah, I'm sure it was taking up a lot of space.
The only good thing about it was Patrick Warburton was in it.
Well, you put Patrick Warburton in anything, he's usually the best thing about it.
Even though
That is true.
he also always plays Patrick Warburton.
That's fine, though. I mean...
See, all right, I know this is way off topic.
All right.
His Brock in Venture Brothers is like totally different from any other character, but it's the same voice.
No, it's
Weird.
The mannerisms are
yeah,
really
it is. He gets away with it with mannerisms. I don't know.
And Kronk is pretty great.
I do love Kronk.
I don't see how anybody could not like Kronk. I don't know. I mean, as much as you could hate Disney, I guess, you know, if you watch the movie, it's hard to not look at Kronk and go like, yeah, this character's pretty hilarious.
Kronk's the best part of that. Actually, Emperor's New Groove is probably like one of my favorite Disney movies. So.
I caught it once on Disney Channel, and I was like blown away by how funny I thought it was.
Oh god, the movie's
Wait a minute.
hilarious.
I never
Like, I have a hard time believing it's a Disney movie sometimes.
I was sold at the trailer where they're just like talking about the waterfall shit. I'm like, I have to see this.
Bring it on.
It's one of the few things I approve of David Spade, but...
Before Adam Sandler started to just produces movies just for kicks.
Fuck Adam Sandler. Like, after Pixels, which I still refuse to watch or pay money to watch, I'm officially done with Adam Sandler.
I think a lot of people are.
Like, I should have been done years ago, and I've not watched a movie of his in years.
Yeah,
but...
And then watch in a couple months, you're gonna watch Hotel Transylvania, so...
Yeah, but guys...
God damn it!
Something really fucked up, though.
I'm not gonna go see his I'm going on vacation movies.
Go on, Andy.
But, Fantastic Four actually has worse reviews on Rotten Tomatoes than Pixels.
That's amazing.
I feel like that's just nerds getting on the bandwagon.
No, I mean, I'm sorry. Fantastic Four, I read an article, some guy saying, people act like if Fantastic Four was made by Marvel, it would be good, and it's like, yeah, it probably would be.
It would be good.
Marvel would probably have a little more sense than to fucking turn the Fantastic Four into a grimdark bullshit fantasy.
If it's not X-Men...
Stop.
If it's not X-Men...
Stop with Dr. Doom being a bitch-ass blogger or some stupid fucking...
He wasn't a... Okay.
No, but here's my thing. I'm tired of people fucking up Dr. Doom. Stop giving him superpowers. Stop making him something different. Give him Latveria, make him the Mad Dictator, give him all the crazy gadgets. Done. You already hinted at Wakanda in Avengers 2. You've already hinted at a fictional location. Just fucking make Latveria.
Sure.
I'm so tired of people fucking up Doctor Doom because he's one of my all-time favorite villains. I love him. He's fucking amazing. And Kyle can attest to this because he has seen my Facebook rants about this because it pisses me off each time because I don't see why it's so fucking hard to do Doctor Doom. Why do you have to give him superpowers? Why do you have to make him not human?
He's a green lava tumblerina.
I can't. I heard he's not a blogger in this one. But
he's not a blogger. He's like a scientist who.
But then he gets powers and he makes people's heads explode. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but it's not Doctor Doom.
Yeah, he's Scanner's powers.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, why does he need Scanner's powers? Where are the Doombots? Where's the finger lasers? Where's all the fucking... Give him his Marvel vs. Capcom moveset. At least they would... I try not to be one of those people it's not like the comic, because I'm okay with things deviating from the comic, but I just don't see why it's so hard to do Doctor Doom justice.
There's so much to the comic, though. I know it's way off topic, but, everybody's always got to do the stupid origin story in these fucking comic movies, but there's a lot of drama. Yeah. There's a lot of drama between their marriage as scientist and woman, and
here's my thing.
Shit.
I'll defend the two Fantastic Four movies Fox put out. I will say, you know what? They weren't great by any means. I'm not going to go out and buy them on DVD or go out on my way to watch them, but at least they were inoffensive. Yes, I'm aware Doctor Doom had superpowers and that, but at least he still felt like Doctor Doom. He was this over-the-top villain who just would go to any lengths to outdo Reed Richards. And
he was an asshole.
He was an asshole, and that's what Doctor Doom needs to be. I would have liked to have seen more gadgets, but the fact that he stole the Silver Surfer's surfboard, that seemed right, because I think in Secret Wars he basically takes Galactus's powers or something.
What a dick.
It's been a long time, but Doctor Doom's whole thing is that he is a nth-level dick. He finds the thing that pisses you off, and he fucking does it better than you. Because he's Doctor Doom.
I can relate to that.
Sorry to go off on a tangent there, but I'm just not understanding why Sony keeps fucking doing that. Stop it. Just give the rights to Marvel. Let them fucking make the goddamn movie. Or at least, don't hire the guy who did Chronicle. Chronicle was a fine movie, but I don't look at that and go oh yeah, Fantastic Four. Bunch of angry teenagers with superpowers fighting each other.
Yeah.
Well, but
embrace the fantasy.
Yeah.
You're dealing with characters called the Fantastic Four. Give me the Fantasticar. Give me the Mole Man. The Incredibles was a better Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
It's sad because it's true.
More like the Mundane Four.
The fucking parody of the Fantastic Four and Venture Brothers was a million times better than any big screen Fantastic Four.
And it had that guy.
Stephen Colbert?
Yeah, that guy.
I love that guy.
Well, it also just had it was well done, and it irritates me because I'm not even a big Fantastic Four fan. I just do not understand why of all the franchises that is the one that we can't seem to get a decent movie out of. It writes its fucking self. You don't even have you don't even have to try very hard.
Now, don't get me started on Amazing Spider-Man 2 with the lizard's design, because
that wasn't the first one.
Yeah, that was the first one. The second one is where they did the Sinister Six. I didn't even fucking bother seeing those because you know what?
Yeah.
I don't like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
Oh, bother.
I think we all,
Kyle,
yeah.
I finally watched BoJack Horseman, and I finally get your Andrew Garfield joke.
They're like, he's
too
mad.
also-
He's mad because he has to work on a Monday, and he likes lasagna.
I don't know. Marvel,
Oh.
I go off on fucking rants about Marvel movies because I don't understand how certain Marvel properties get fucked up beyond belief. Ghost Rider is my other big one. How the fuck do you mess up such a simple idea?
I don't-
That's it for the news.
Actually,
Sorry.
I did have one more thing.
Sorry.
It's fine. It eats up time. But one last thing before we take a break. We lost, I guess, a big deal in Disney this week. I didn't know about this guy until they made a news post about it, but a guy who's been a historian for Disney, John Culhane.
Leonard Maltin?
Leonard Maltin's not dead. No.
Leonard-
But John Culhane died this week. He lost a battle. I think he had like a heart attack and was having Alzheimer's, so that kind of combination, didn't.
That's been really happening a lot lately.
Yeah, we talk a lot about a lot of people dying on this show.
I mean, God, last week it was Roddy Piper. It's always from heart attacks or like cancer or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I started looking into what this guy's done, and he's done a lot in his history. He's just been a journalist, and he taught history of animation at New York School of Visual Arts and a bunch of other places. And what I found was really interesting is that Disney's actually put him into their movies. I don't remember if you guys remember much about The Rescuers.
Actually, I watched that movie at work not too long ago.
The short little chubby guy in that movie.
There was a naked woman in that movie. I remember.
Oh,
Of course, Kyle. That's what he remembers.
But the short little chubby guy, I think his name's like
was.
Mr. Stoops or whatever. That was based on John Culhane.
Oh.
And what made me happy about this, not that he's dead, but that he's in it. My favorite segment in Fantasia 2000 is the Rhapsody in Blue segment. And he's the chubby little redhead guy in that too. So
Yeah.
it gave me an excuse to go back and watch that, and I really enjoyed that.
I never watched Fantasia 2000.
I don't remember too much about it. I only remember that one segment, and going back when I watched it, I think I like it because a lot of the color tones and the background elements looks like an old Chuck Jones cartoon. Like it's really basic colors. It's really simple shapes in the backgrounds. Like a lot of lines with paint in it.
I'll have to check that out because I love Fantasia.
Yeah, I can't speak to how powerful the rest of the movie is because it's been ages. And literally, the Rhapsody one's the only one that stuck with me. But that segment alone is worth checking out.
Isn't there a segment with flying whales?
I think so, but
I don't know.
Oh, wait,
a friend of mine
I will say
got
the
really up about that.
Yeah, I will say that the last one, I think it's the Rite of Spring, or I don't remember. It's the one with basically the nature lady. That one's it's pretty well done, animated wise, but the rest of them I don't really remember.
I'll
But
have to check it out one of these days.
yeah, so it's sad to see that we lost another Disney person. I know the people at Disney have been taking it pretty hard this week, so
It's been a bad year.
it's been a bad year for people dying. The memoriam reel at the Oscars this year is gonna be so sad.
Oh, I mean, I'm just like thinking like Nintendo lost Iwata.
I know everyone. Well, it's just because all these people, they're getting old, and that's what Iwata wasn't even that old. He's 55, but Colheim like 81, so he was getting up there.
I guess that's kind of how I feel. I always hate it when people consider it a tragedy, like a great tragedy, when someone passes away at the ripe old age of like 81, and I'm like, actually, that's a pretty solid life.
No, man, I'm still gonna be fucking heartbroken when Stan Lee dies, and my motherfucker's like 91 right now. He could keel over at any moment. But
I saw Stan Lee walking around at a comic book convention around here, and I swear to God, a stiff wind could kill that man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I give him credit.
Yeah, like every day I wake up and I was like, is Stan Lee still alive?
Like, anyone who has bet on Stan Lee in a death pool has probably been really frustrated.
Oh god. I don't know if you guys watch epic rap battles of history.
I do not.
Oh.
No.
But they did
I've seen a few of them.
But
Thank you.
the last one they did was Stan Lee versus Jim Henson.
What?
Yeah, it was funny. But like, one of Jim Henson's line is like, "Yeah, everyone thought you died 12 years ago." But it was hilarious because at the end of it, they're like they're coming to an agreement. It's like, "Yeah, you're pretty awesome. You're pretty awesome." Then motherfucking Walt Disney just jumps in and is like, "Bitch, I own both your asses."
Okay, I was about to say, why Jim Henson? That's such a weird.
Well, I think it was to make the joke that Disney owns Marvel and the Henson Company now. So.
I was about to say, like, I didn't know that there was like this bitter rivalry between. Jim Henson seemed like the chillest guy in history.
Oh, in the thing, he is the chillest man. He just like you can barely hear him because he's mumbling through the entire thing.
It's like,
I
hey,
don't like Stan Lee.
Oh.
I heard all about the terrible things Stan Lee has done.
Fuck John Kirby's wife.
Yeah, well, he also just fucked John Kirby in general. Like, he just fucked over.
There's a line about that in the rap battle.
I think what's great is that in Lego Marvel, he's on the list.
Did I say John or Jack?
You said John. I think you did say John Kirby.
It's Jack.
It is Jack.
What the fuck is wrong with me? It's Jack.
It's okay. We pieced it together. But it was funny when I saw that he was like on the list of like in Lego Marvel, they have like a list of all the worst supervillains in the world, and Stan Lee's on there, and I'm like, you know what? If you know the history, it's kind of true.
Can you play it? Can you play as Stan Lee in the game?
I don't know. My OCD kicked in, and I couldn't fucking play the game anymore because it would stop being fun when I had to stop and furiously scavenge for every nut and bolt.
If you can, it'll be hilarious because it'll be like how you can play as Kevin Smith in Lego Batman.
What?
There's a little Kevin Smith hockey jersey on Lego Batman. It's amazing. But anyway, we're getting off topic. Very sad
topic.
Really?
Sorry.
I didn't notice.
Shut up. Very, very sad for John Colhane. I'll pour one out if I drank beer. But I do not, so I will just be sad. And I'll go watch Fantasia 2000 again.
Yeah, I'll probably decide to go watch that so I can understand it a bit.
Good. It's a good piece, good segment, good bit of music.
It's a good one?
It's a good one. My hickisms are filtering back in again.
It's a good one.
Oh, god damn it. I'm not Jeff Foxworthy. I'm too...
Ready for a hoedown.
I hate both
for showdown.
Oh man, is Conway Twitty gonna appear?
Like, okay, legit, the Conway Twitty joke was funny the first time. Not the second. Not the second.
Funny the second time.
No, the second time is horrible because it goes on for 3 minutes and they did it to eat up airtime.
Well, yeah, you gotta do something. If you got that footage from Hee Haw, you gotta use it.
It's funny the first time because it's only like a good 20 seconds. The second time is literally like 3 minutes long, and it's like.
Well, now, wait, hold on. Didn't Clerks talk about that? Isn't it called the McShane? Isn't it where you make a joke and then you make it again, and it's even funnier again?
No, it's just like the comedy rule of like threes or whatever. But it's not funny the second time because it goes on for way too long. It's just like, okay, get back to the episode, but it just keeps going.
Maybe Conway Twitty was there. Maybe he somehow.
They owed him a favor.
Yeah, he's just like, you're gonna let this play out.
Anyway, that's all our news. I'm gonna cut this off before it goes on forever again. So we'll be back in a few minutes. A few minutes our time anyway. And we're gonna talk about some motherfucking Transformers.
My wheelhouse.
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
Alright, let's talk about some robots.
Wait, are we back?
Yes!
Oh,
Back!
You didn't say anything.
I'm trying to get you guys by surprise now. That's my thing.
Oh.
I dumped cheesy jokes a few episodes ago, and I'm trying to find a new quirky thing to do.
A new niche, if you will.
Sure. I don't know who I am.
You should just pull the Southerner thing. That should be your thing.
No, I'm trying to not be a hick.
Hey, we're back, y'all!
I need someone to follow me around, and anytime I say y'all, just smack me. Maybe I can condition myself to not do it.
This isn't Deliverance, man.
I live in Ohio. It's like I don't even live in the South.
Ohio's where I bought one of my pinball machines from.
Nice. Yay, pinball.
Pinball's pretty great.
So how about them robots?
About them robots. So, we wanted to talk about something this week, and we weren't sure what, and Andy was like, Transformers. I think we mentioned it last week or something.
It's a subject I'm very familiar with.
I am familiar with some Transformers.
You gonna learn.
I'm more familiar with the more modern, because I've tried to watch Generation 1, and I can't.
It's rough, I will admit.
I don't know, we'll get into it. So, and by we, I mean mostly me, because I did the research this week.
Just excuse you.
It's a little salty, but no.
I'm sorry I didn't really need to do much research.
Yeah, Jesus, Andy. If I had to do research because some of these shows I couldn't remember intimate details about because it's been years since I watched them.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
It is. It's a personal failing of mine, and I refuse to work on it. But we're going to talk about a couple of the Transformers animated series throughout the years and talk about whether we like them or dislike them, but mostly like, I think. Maybe.
The answer may surprise you.
So, well, I guess we just go in chronological order. I like
chronological.
Chronological.
Crunchitize be captain.
Chronological.
Chronological. So, I guess we can get this started off. Andy, you know more about G1 than I do. Start us off.
It was a simpler time.
I remember G1 had Bulbasaur and Ivysaur.
Shut up, Kyle.
Kyle, I want to hit you so badly right now.
I mean, G1 is best gen. I'm a Gen 1er. No.
I mean, wait, are we still talking about Transformers?
No.
I'm so confused.
Off the rails.
Was I lied to?
Kyle's here for sabotage.
I'm going to be so mad if this episode isn't about Transformers.
Andy, talk about old Optimus Prime.
Old Optimus Prime, possibly the best Optimus Prime. Well, basically, Transformers, I mean, I'm sure everyone knows of it. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, it's still relevant today, mostly due to some shitty movies by a fucking director I wish would get his hands.
And some awesome TV shows that are going on.
Yes, the TV shows are the saving grace. More on my Michael Bay disposal later.
More at 11.
But yeah, you know, everyone I'm sure knows Transformers. They either had the toys but it started with it started as a Marvel comic series, if I remember right.
I know it was a Marvel Comics, but
maybe it didn't start.
I don't know.
Well, the Marvel Comics were deeper, but Generation 1, you know, they had the cartoon that went on for, forever. Like, I can't even remember when it stopped and why it ever stopped. Probably because they ran out of people to do episodes of it. But, Generation 1 Transformers is where it all began. It's where pretty much all the most iconic designs came from. I watched the show religiously. I couldn't tell you much, in specifics about it because there was 1,000 episodes, it seemed.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Rhino DVD sets? There's a shitload of them.
Oh, I know it's on Netflix, and it looked pretty intimidating when I tried. I watched the first 5 episodes, and it's like, oh god.
Well, the first 5 episodes are good because that's the origin, but it's a really interesting origin story. I mean, I don't know. Do I really have to go into the history of what the deal is with Transformers.
Transformers, Autobots, Decepticons having a war on their planet, said fuck this shit, and came into Earth.
Well, actually, it's more so the Autobots fled
Oh, yeah.
because they were trying to find more energon, and while they were actually trying to get away to recoup, they got attacked by the Decepticons mid-space, and it turned into this giant battle that unfortunately led to them both crash landing on Earth. It was not intentional to come to Earth.
Oh, yeah. Well, later episodes will say it was intentional. Or later series will say it's intentional, but this one, not so much.
Like in Generation 1, it was more so like, they were the war was getting desperate. They were trying to, and basically when, if I remember right, the Autobots were trying to pull some last-ditch escape, and the Decepticons... Hey. It was not like a bitch. Optimus Prime was a fucking fantastic leader.
He's a hero, goddammit.
He put the lives of his men ahead of everyone else.
Good.
He was a role model. And I mean, probably the most iconic thing about Generation 1 Transformers, I think, for anyone, is the amazing movie.
Oh yeah, out of anything in Generation 1, I did watch the movie. It's been
movie,
forever, so.
The movie rates is probably one of my favorite animated movies of all time.
And it also makes me sad because it's the last thing that Orson Welles did before he died.
Well, Orson Welles fucking hated doing that, so like he really hated doing that. He didn't even know what he was doing. Yeah, he does. He does. He also loves wine
and fish sticks. That are...
I mean, Orson Welles loved a lot of things, but he did not like being Unicron.
This is just a small aside, but can I just say how much I love Maurice LaMarche's version of Orson Welles on The Critic?
Oh, Orson Welles on The Critic was one of the best. Oh, yes. The French fry in my beard.
Like, I wish that was out. I almost feel like there's a great amount of truth to how much that is.
Orson Welles, or is it Brando? I always get the two. All I know about Orson Welles is that, for anyone who doesn't know, Orson Welles did the voice of Unicron, who is basically the robot devil in Transformers.
He's the size of a moon.
He fucking eats planets. He's their Galactus, but he's actually scarier because he's a robot devil. He is the robot devil.
He's got horns
and not
and everything.
The Futurama one. He doesn't play. He does not play a golden violin.
Oh.
He just eats planets and sounds like Orson Welles, so he's terrifying.
So who's the green and purple tank?
That is green and purple tank. That is Megatron in Generation 2 of Transformers, I believe.
That wasn't Galvatron. Oh wait, Galvatron's purple.
Galvatron is completely separate.
Galvatron and voiced by Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite Leonard Nimoy role because when he passed away, I was so upset because he was amazing.
My brother has that green and purple tank, like legit has it, still in good condition.
That's awesome. I know I had that toy. I mean, basically the whole deal was he used to be a gun, if anyone remembers. And
yeah, why the fuck? That's the one thing I never understood about Generation 1. Is the fuck that Starscream and Megatron, same size. As soon as he turns into a gun, Megatron can fit in Starscream's hand.
Look,
how does that work?
If you're looking for science, here's the kind of a thing. The original Transformers series wasn't the best. You have to consider Megatron's big plan. I believe it was the Heavy Metal War is what they called it. It was to drag Cybertron close to Earth, because that wouldn't fuck anything up. That wouldn't cause any sort of catastrophic destruction or anything to the planet they are currently inhabiting.
It just reminded me of. I'm sorry. It reminded me of the Power Thirst video. Where they're like, comes in chocolate, banana, fizz bitch, and gun. It's a fucking gun.
Oh. Okay. I'm looking at old pictures and stuff, just of the characters and stuff. I had G2 toys of both Megatron and Grimlock as a kid. I think I still have the Grimlock somewhere. He's all rusted to hell, and his stickers fell off. But
yeah, Grimlock was the Dinobots were always one of the crazier toys because they were spray painted chrome on certain pieces.
Hey, Grimlock.
Hey, Grimlock was the fucking king.
Grimlock
So
is
much
king.
that he said it himself.
I love Grimlock. He's my favorite. And then
He was recently in the movie though.
We don't talk about that movie.
God, I have said it before, and I will say it again. Fucking
Fuck that movie.
Age of Extinction is a fucking endurance test.
No. You know what? All the Transformers.
It made me tired of explosions.
Hey! It
Hey?
was filmed behind my house.
I don't give
I
a
saw
shit. Yeah.
that fucking tank.
Hey,
All right, that was a celebrity.
Hey, Kyle, guess what? Transformers 3 was filmed in my city, and I still fucking hate it. I still didn't bother seeing that cinematic piece of shit because Michael Bay is a fucking awful director, and he should never be allowed to direct anything again. And I'm a man who loves dumb action movies.
And racist robots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, have the black robot die in the beginning of the first fight. Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and there's only so much I can blame on the writer's strike with the second Transformers movie,
No,
but
fuck Michael Bay. It's all his fault.
oh god. But let's talk. Yeah, what about the good Transformers we were talking about just a second
The
ago?
good movie?
The good movie.
The fucking was it 19?
Oh wait! Other fun fact that I remembered: Judd Nelson is Rodimus Prime.
Judd Nelson was Rodimus Prime. Robert Stack was Ultra Magnus.
God, they had an all-star cast in that for all-star for the '80s.
I mean, Ultra Magnus is never happy.
Oh, Ultra Magnus.
I remember being really upset when I found out they were releasing the 20th anniversary edition of the DVD and it didn't come in the Matrix of Leadership as like a special case because I just wanted to carry it around with me, like, come on, damn it, open.
Oh god.
And then just pay people to just like beat me down so I could do my best Ultra Magnus impression.
And I don't think we can talk about the Transformers movie without talking about the greatest song ever made in the history of man.
Well, hold on. Before you go into that whole soundtrack is gold.
It's got fucking Weird Al on it.
It's got Weird Al, which was only put on there because the record studio, studio producing it, needed to put like someone else on there, and Weird Al ended up. Great scene, by the way, Robot Dance Party.
And he was
Eric Idle was also in there. You had a Python in there.
Oh yeah.
Eric Idle was Wreck-Gar.
He was the garbage robot.
Because they were the Junkticons.
And
they spoke TV.
And fun fact, later on, as I will talk, in Transformers Animated, they had Weird Al voice Wreck-Gar.
That's what
Really?
I just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. God, just calm down. Kyle has his camera so I can see how intense he looks.
I can't. I'm playing video games right now.
Am I the only one not multitasking?
Well, the Xbox One has Skype on it. I'm gonna fucking use it.
It's fine.
I really want to play Banjo-Kazooie right now.
Well, that's good.
I mean, it's legitimate, right?
You can play Banjo-Kazooie and talk about robots.
Oh, because I love the 80s Transformers movie. I can never remember the year. The funniest thing about the 80s Transformers movie is that it takes place in the year 2005. That's when all that shit goes down. That is when the Great War and Unicron happens.
I just love all of these like 70s and 80s movies. Just like they were so
2005.
Okay, what I find absolutely hilarious as time goes on, that old song where they thought the world was going to end in 1999. The song is progressively funnier every single year.
Or they decide to yell out Leonard Bernstein at one point.
No, not that movie. It was the Tonight We're Gonna Party Like It's 1999. That fucking song that I heard on repeat at work. But seriously, that song is fucking hilarious every year.
I don't know. The thing that I think about all the time is Harvey Birdman with the Jetsons, where they're like, "We're from the far off year of 2002." It's like 2005. It's the best shit ever.
That was a great show.
No.
But back to Transformers. I mean, I don't know. I love Generation 1. I'm so excited that Platinum Games is doing that Transformers Devastation game.
Dude, that
one
was
of my favorite game developers who made Bayonetta, Revengeance, like Beautiful Joe, all my favorite fucking games, including God Hand, which if anyone hasn't played, needs to play it. It's the only game I can think of where you fight a gorilla luchador.
That sounds amazing.
And you punch it in the dick to get out of its death. No, seriously. It picks you up and it starts to like wail on you, and the way you get out is you start mashing buttons to punch it in the dick as many times as you can. And it makes a bell noise each time you do it.
That's awesome.
No, God Hand is a fucking great game, but I cannot wait for... I'm glad to see that Platinum Games is doing Generation 1 Transformers, because no designs are as iconic as those, and if you haven't watched the movie, the 80s movie, it's totally worth it.
Whoa.
Like,
God Hand has a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, fuck IGN for that review. That was the reason I stopped fucking paying attention to them, because it was the worst review ever. God Hand is a fantastic game, and it's on the PlayStation Network now. If you own a PS3, you can get it on Classics for $10. More than worth the price of admission.
I still haven't played Bayonetta, and I feel like shit for it.
Kyle, you have a
Bayonetta-
Wii U. Go buy Bayonetta 2, and you get both games.
I
mean,
know that.
Bayonetta, that's top tier waifu right there for me. I fucking love Bayonetta.
Do I need to, just keep track of any time we
I-
call something a waifu?
Now,
I'm
I'm
sorry, she's awesome.
I'm sorry to get off on a tangent, but I had this super autistic friend who wouldn't shut up about it, and I was like, I'm turned off of this, and I kind of just didn't care. But I do want to play it.
I feel really bad. I kind of just went off on a random tangent about Generation 1. And I'm trying. There's so much to talk about.
That's what we're supposed to talk about, though.
I know, but there's so much. I just really think the movie is if you're not interested in watch the first 5 episodes of the series on Netflix, Generation 1, and then watch the movie, because it takes place in the same continuity, and
Isn't it between season 2 and 3?
Season 2 and 3, because spoiler alert, which I'm sure it isn't, but Optimus Prime dies. And
Yeah.
I think the first time I saw that is when I grew up. I was this young, impressionable youth, and I just saw my hero fucking die in this epic battle. Look up the fight between Megatron and
He
Optimus
went down
Prime.
like a man.
Oh, no, that whole fight is amazing. The only series I can think of that has ever come close is Transformers Prime, which we'll obviously get into later.
Oh, yeah.
But, Frank Welker doing Megatron's voice, perfect. The fight to You've Got the Touch by Stan Bush. I mean, there's so much good. And it's, yes, the movie was an excuse to kill off characters to make new toys, but if you don't look at it like a jaded asshole, and you just look at it no, because people look back on it and be like, oh, it was a fucking shitty 80s movie, 80s cartoon movie where it was just a reason to kill off characters, to sell more toys. And it's yeah, probably, but it was a war. I mean, the movie is where characters actually, died. You saw all your favorite characters get fucking blown away on screen.
And it's robots, so it's still kid-friendly.
Kind of. I mean, their eyes would go dead, and red smoke would, I remember freaking the fuck out when I first saw it
It's
as
still
a kid.
devastating to see your character die on screen.
Oh, yeah, seeing Ironhide? Yeah, he's a big fan favorite. You know how he fucking dies? Megatron has him at his feet, because he just blew up, he just killed, half of his team. And Ironhide's trying to stop him while he's still on the ground, and Megatron utters one of the greatest lines ever in a movie that has an insane amount of quotable lines. Such heroic nonsense, and blows his fucking head off.
It's so
love it.
sad.
No, Megatron, Galvatron, both of the characters in that movie. Clearly when Megatron became Galvatron, he inherited Leonard Nimoy's intellect. Because Galvatron was fucking frightening. Has anyone seen the scene where he kills Starscream?
I have.
You call this a coronation? I call this bad comedy. It's such a good line, and I always dreamed that if I ever got to break up something, I would totally say that. It's one of my life goals. Kick down a door and just come in and start quoting Transformers the movie. And it's whenever I get into arguments about Transformers movie, because people say, well, the Michael Bay movies weren't that bad, and I know I go off about Michael Bay and all that, but my biggest problem with those movies, since we're comparing the 80s movie to that, well, I am, is the 80s movie was at least about the Transformers themselves.
Yeah, dude,
They
I'm with you. There's too much stupid human shit going on in the Transformers.
I don't give a shit about the humans. I don't care about
Ladies.
Shia LaBeouf trying to get laid.
Ladies Man 22, whatever the fuck, I don't remember, man.
I got so fucking pissed during that movie because I'm just okay, Shia LaBeouf is a geek. I got it. Okay, it's Louis Stevens on the big screen. Okay, when is Optimus Prime going to show up? When am I going to start seeing this shit? And it was just stupid. If you go back and watch that movie, half of the Transformers don't even get killed by other Transformers.
And then there's
The
Megan
military.
Fox's thumb. Like, ew.
No. The weirdest line in that movie, and I still don't get it, is there's a scene where I think John Turturro, Sector 7, bullshit that didn't need to fucking be in that atrocity of a movie, is like, says something weird to Megan Fox in the car, like, you're a criminal and criminals are hot. And I just remember sitting there going, like, wait, what the fuck did that have to do with anything going on right now?
It's Michael Bay being a creeper.
It's Michael Bay rubbing his dick over military equipment for 2 hours.
Pretty
Like,
much.
The only good scenes in that movie were the Scorponok fight because it actually portrayed a Transformer as a threat.
Oh, wait, is that the scene where like he's skating down the highway and he just barrels
No.
through everything?
No,
Oh, you mean
that's-
behind my house?
Dude, that scene was... I will say, in the first Transformers, that scene was badass.
No, that, well, like,
That was
here's the-
behind my house.
Okay, we got
We
it.
get it, Kyle. You live in California. Fun things happen there.
Look,
Shut
I
up.
I get passionate about this because I was really excited for that movie, and it shit all over my fucking life. Not really, but I just got really angry about it because I don't see how you fuck up a movie about giant robots beating the shit out of each other. And no, JD, I was talking about the scene in the beginning where it's in the desert and Scorponok.
Oh, yeah, that was cool, too.
That was Devastator, I believe. And that's the only time I can think of where a Transformer actually kills another Transformer.
Wait, I'm
Did
getting
you
my...
have-
I'm getting my names confused.
Well,
Okay,
well,
wait, Devastator's the guy...
All the piece of shit robots in that movie look the same anyway because they were badly designed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't the Scorpion never talk, and it was like seen as a threat because it had no personality and was just a killing machine?
Well, and it was fighting
Grandpa.
humans, and I liked that because it's like I liked the idea that the Transformers are these alien robots. They're human weapons were like nothing to them. It took them calling in like an airstrike to stop Scorponok for a few minutes,
And
to
then-
scare it off, and then later. Josh Duhamel fucking slides a motorcycle underneath one of the, I think it was like Skywarp or one of the jet planes, and fucking the military kills him. I'm like, okay, that was kind of weird. And then Optimus, Megatron gets beaten by Shia LaBeouf, and that's when Jazz gets ripped in half. The
Fucking
Black
Jazz.
Transformer dies right away. My favorite Transformer.
And
Yeah.
I will say that, like,
Oh.
of all of the problems that first movie has, one of my biggest gripes is the fact that there's no bickering between Starscream and Megatron. He, like, yells at him once, and then they fly off.
Yeah, Starscream was competent. That's how you know that the guy didn't.
He didn't
know-
say anything!
But he clearly he could hold his own in a fight. Like, I don't know. Like, that's inconsequential.
Like,
The
he
movie
was Starscream because they said his name was Starscream.
Yeah. And I was really excited about that because when I found out Hugo Weaving was doing Megatron's voice, I was
Not
like,
that you could tell.
oh yeah, exactly. Like I went into that movie getting all excited, and then fucking Linkin Park is the theme song for Transformers. Fuck that.
Like Bionicle and All American Rejects.
That's fine. I can get that, but and then when I found out that Cheap Trick, one of my favorite bands, because I'm from Chicago, and also just one of the greatest bands ever.
I prefer to listen to Cheap Trick.
Homer Simpson prefers to listen to Cheap Trick. You should too. But Cheap Trick did a song for Transformers 2, and it was just like a remix of a Stan Bush song, and even that was better than the fucking Linkin Park song. I don't hate Linkin Park, but that song sucks.
I do.
The Transformers theme needs, you know what? You want a good Transformers theme? Once again, going back to the 80s movie, listen to the metal version by Lion.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh my god, it was fucking amazing.
Oh,
That whole
God.
soundtrack is worth owning. I know because I own it. You got Vince DiCola. He did all the music for Rocky 4. He does a bunch of awesome music. You got Weird Al, Spectre General, NRG, all this amazing 80s metal,
That
and
sounds
Stan
like-
Bush.
And Stan Bush.
Stan Bush does his own version of the Transformers theme that's really good. And then he does the Touch, and then he does Dare.
It's Dare.
Dare to believe.
An
you can't-
equally good song, but no.
Dare to believe you can survive, Kyle.
Oh, God.
Dare.
So, not that we couldn't talk about Gen 1 for
Yeah, sorry.
hours.
I went off on my tangent.
No, it's fine. It was just... there's
I
a
have a
whole
lot to
list.
say about that because people still argue with me. Oh, the Bay movies weren't that bad. Yes, they were.
But it had a Mountain Dew robot. That was the best, coolest thing ever. They didn't even make a toy.
I would have liked to have seen more of the Mountain Dew robot because that seemed like it got shit done.
Yeah.
Unlike every other fucking robot in that movie. A friend of mine got up and yelled in the theater. Megatron got beat by the kid from Even Stevens.
It's true.
That is sad. Like, if you watch the 80s movie and you see that fight between Megatron and Optimus Prime, it is a fight to the death. They are beating the living shit out of each other. One of them is going to die. And then there's one last thing about why I fucking hate those movies. They ruined one of my favorite lines.
Dude, I remember that because they had an online poll, and they said, what famous line do you want to be said in the movie? And it was that line, and it's like, okay.
It was like, I had it with these motherfucking snakes.
That probably would have been better. But no, like, basically, in the 80s Transformer movie, there's this amazing build-up to the fight between Optimus Prime and Megatron. And this isn't the beginning of the movie, so, I mean, don't worry. This isn't the end of the movie, because it goes on from there. It turns into a fucking journey. I know because I wrote about it for a mythology class. And I got an A on that term paper.
That's awesome.
Because I had to compare Transformers movie to the Arthurian legend.
Nice.
But there's a scene, like, it builds up, and Optimus Prime finds Megatron and says, "One shall stand, one shall fall."
And it's just, like, so fucking... It feels so forced. It's like, we're saying this because it's a line.
No. In the 80s movie, it felt fucking
right. Sorry.
Like, it's the two of them, like, facing each other down. Like, anytime I watch that scene, I still just get, like this is it. This is the fight everyone has been waiting to see. And it turns into an amazingly well-animated fight with the touch playing in the background. And it's awesome. And, of course, you have Megatron retort with, "Why throw away your life so recklessly?" Like, the banter between the hero and the villain is amazing. I can quote that movie all day. I tend to. It's a very important movie to me. And in the movie, the whole scene happens after Megatron and Optimus Prime, two giant hulking masses of parts and metal you can't fucking tell apart because, once again, ILM sucks at designing those robots. They fall through a building, and Megatron says something, and Optimus Prime just utters that line, and it felt so...
It's so out of place there. It's like...
Well, the camera focuses on Shia LaBeouf, and I'm like...
Yeah, he says it off screen.
We're watching two of the most iconic 80s characters fight. Why are you focusing on the fucking kid from Even Stevens?
To save money.
He didn't get enough screen time, man.
Yeah, apparently, because we had to sit through a fucking half hour of him trying to get laid.
No, I fully believe that the reason they keep cutting back to the humans is to save money. Because, it's gotta be fucking expensive to animate those robots in there. So, it's like, we gotta keep cutting away every now and then.
Get all that money from GM and whoever else fucking funded that movie wasn't enough.
Well, if they would have designed them better, they wouldn't have to spend that much.
If they would have just put like some plates on there, so you didn't have to see every fucking individual cog. It was an impressive feat of CGI, but they looked like shit.
Now, my only thing was I didn't like how they had like fucking teeth and eyeballs and pupils and shit like that. That bothered me.
If you want a good example of robots animated well, Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Every robot had its personality. They were very streamlined, but they still looked like working, functioning robots.
I actually liked the movie Robots.
Oh, wait, the one with Amanda Bynes in it?
Yeah.
I heard it was pretty good.
It's okay.
But
that was a better robot movie than Transformers, though.
Yeah, a lot of things are better than Transformers. But I'm going to stop because I think I have eaten up enough airtime ranting about fucking Generation 1.
Well, now you can eat up more airtime talking about Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
I could talk about this one.
Oh, hey, cool. Yeah, Kyle's actually seen something.
Well, you said you played the PlayStation game, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that episode.
Game.
Yeah, well, no, that's Transmetals for the N64.
Oh.
I played that one.
Yeah. Beast Wars had a PS1 game that was like a really kind of third-person shooter, but it was cool. But for the uninformed, I mean, I don't know if I really even have to do this because who the fuck is listening?
Everybody's listening.
Now JD's negativity has got me.
Now I'm sad.
Beast Wars was another Transformers series because they always had to continue doing them. Actually, at the end of Generation 1, they had Headmasters, which was kind of a weird fourth season of Transformers. I'll admit I don't know much about it, and it's kind of strange. But in the 90s, Mainframe Entertainment, the same company that did the 3D anime, that basically made Reboot, which I think is getting like a continuation.
Reboot is getting rebooted, and I am excited.
Yeah. Like, I think they're doing a continuation or something like that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even though the original series is impossible to watch.
I like old Reboot.
I'm sorry. I tried watching the first episode. The CGI was, like, the animation was just brutal.
I
try not to be that person, but
I'm just, like, a weird sucker for, like, really bad CG. Like, I actually like the aesthetic of, like, old N64 PlayStation low poly shit. And
I'm sitting here fucking playing Banjo-Kazooie right now, so...
But isn't it kind of redone, though? Like,
not really.
A little bit? No?
It's widescreen, that's about it.
Yeah.
But,
the characters don't have individual fingers.
No, but, man, I just feel it has, like, a weird nostalgic charm, just like that really bad early 90s CG.
I think the series picks up, but it's like, it's funny, because when you watch Beast Wars was basically... It was Transformers, but it was animals. And it was really cool because...
With Optimus Primal.
Well, it was really cool because basically what Beast Wars was, it was... Because going back to Generation 1, when they crash-landed on Earth, this was before humanity existed.
Yeah.
So the Autobots and the Decepticons from Generation 1 crash-landed on Earth. The Ark, which was the Autobot ship, and I think the Decepticon ship was called the Annihilator, or
something like that.
Some cool name. Like, I could be wrong. I'm definitely wrong on that. Shame on me. But Beast Wars is what happens in that interim when they're in stasis for like 1,000 years. So Beast Wars, it's like it takes place on this jungle planet. It's basically planet Earth in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
So there's like like humans don't make an appearance until way later, and of course they're like Neanderthals, which is pretty cool. And like all the characters, like Megatron's a fucking T-Rex, and later becomes a dragon.
Yeah, because okay, what pissed me off about Beast Wars, and this is literally the only thing I remember about it, is their reason for needing to transform, and it was something about like the environment is poison to them, so they need to have
Energon. Because Energon always was like a drug to them, and I think it had like, I think the Earth at that point was really rich with Energon, if I remember right. It's been a long time since I've watched it.
I think it really fucked them up though. Like Scorponok really messed up or something.
Pterodon, he fucking went like apeshit. It was like steroids. He actually, I think, like went rogue
and went into a volcano.
Oh, Scorponok, I know, died falling into a... Well, that was when Transmetal started happening. But Beast Wars was really cool, because it was... And actually, excuse me for one second, I gotta take care of something. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Take a break from me, I'll be right back.
Well, we're gonna take a break real quick while Andy,
sorry.
does whatever he does.
Sorry, my cat's looking at me like it needs something.
Okay. I'm just gonna pause.
Animals first.
I'm just gonna pause it. Okay, we're back.
Transformers are back after those messages.
So, like, back in my day, I tried to get, like, most of the Beast Wars, and my favorite shit was the fusion ones, and I was a little mad that my favorite...
Fusors, I believe.
Yeah.
Were they called Fusors? I'm pretty sure they were. I had a bunch of them.
Fusors, something.
Yeah,
something
Fusors.
Yeah.
Fusors.
Well, anyways, there was a monster that was a whale and an elephant, and his name was Torka. He looked like the literal devil. It was awesome.
This thing is fucking terrifying.
He had horns, and he was never in the show. Like,
no.
What the fuck?
The funniest thing is, like, if you go back, and I had Beast Wars figures before the show even started. And originally Megatron in that series was going to be an alligator.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
had the snapping turtle, which also wasn't in there, and the squid, and all the weird ones.
I think I had Cheetor, or whatever.
Cheetor was... I mean, that was another thing that Beast Wars did right, is that each kid, like, the Transformer, each character had a personality. And the show, like, it went on for a while, and it got really, like, deep and really dark. Like, characters started dying, Like, they were all like, the whole goal of the show for that. Like, the whole goal was to get back to Cybertron.
Now,
And you can go on. Sorry.
is it like super autistic to think that all the fucking animals were also based on the old ones? Like Cheetor would be Bumblebee, and this guy would be that.
Well, yes and no, because I mean, Cheetor kind of would be Bumblebee, but not, because I don't know, they all kind of had their own original personality. Because Cheetor was kind of like arrogant, and
I feel like Rhinox was Ratchet. And...
yeah,
Who the fuck would you compare Rat Trap to, though?
That's
what
the
I
thing.
mean.
Rat Trap was kind of his own. He was like, all the characters were just really well done. Like, even if they were like, you know, basically just not analogies, but like, you know, counterparts to original Transformers characters. Because Pterodon was definitely, he was the Decepticon, he was the Predacon, because they were called the Maximals and the Predacons. I'm sorry, I glossed over that important point.
And Dinobot was Starscream, but then he turned into a bad guy.
Dinobot was not Starscream.
Oh.
No,
Well,
Pterodon was Starscream.
His name was just Dinobot.
Yeah, his name was Dinobot, and he was a fucking badass because he was a Velociraptor.
They couldn't give him a better name than just Dinobot.
Yeah, hold on. This character had like they made up for his like seemingly unoriginal name by making him one of the coolest characters ever, because basically he was a bad guy with honor who ended up becoming a good guy, got killed fighting Megatron to the death with a stone axe as a weapon.
That's awesome.
And then he had a Star Trek funeral, which was the best shit ever.
Oh my god, I almost cried. I think I did cry as a kid because that was the most upsetting shit, because Dinobot was portrayed as being this cold, uncaring character, but he did that because later in the series, Megatron is trying to like wipe out humanity so it never exists.
It was some heavy shit.
It got really deep. Like, characters would sacrifice themselves to die. Like, I know what's the white tiger, who was like, you know, he was trying to be like neutral on the whole thing. Him and God, what was the bird girl's name?
I want to call it Prowl and Air Razor.
Air Razor was definitely, but they like fused together and sacrificed their consciousness to become one.
Before Garnet.
Yeah, it was actually way deeper than Garnet, and it wasn't used as a lesbian allegory, so it was actually really fucking interesting.
Oh my God.
And Estelle wasn't involved either, which is a plus.
Well, actually, I really like Estelle's music.
I'm sorry. I just know she did American Boy, and that
well,
was.
She has done a lot of good songs. But, I mean, Beast Wars was crazy because I just remember it was another one of those things like that's like with Generation 1, you watch it. It starts off as this kiddie kind of stuff where it's like, you know, oh, the good guys always win, the bad guys, you know, they always end up going back, nobody dies. And then, like, halfway through the series, suddenly characters getting killed off. Like, it turns into a real war.
Yeah, and fucking Black Arachnia turns into a good guy, and then they get transmetaled.
Yeah.
And Rat Trap was my favorite because he was a car and a rat. He was a rat car.
He was a rat with wheels. He said it himself in the show.
Yeah, and then like Walmart did an edition where he was blue, and it was cooler than the normal one.
Yeah, the toys.
I fucking love that.
But then you had Rampage, who was this giant like crab mutant thing, and Megatron. He was crazy, so nobody could control him. Megatron took his spark, which is basically his heart, and would like torture it if he disobeyed them.
And then there was a Manta Ray.
Oh, Death Charge! He was one of my favorites. He fucking sacrifices himself to stop Rampage. That show made people cry before Steven Universe and all this shit. Because characters would die these ridiculously heroic deaths, and it would be upsetting as hell. Because it wasn't like, oh, they just fucked up and died. It's like, no, they're making a conscious decision to save other people by sacrificing themselves. Dinobot comes back as like a rebuilt character on the Decepticon side. And he's constantly fighting between remembering that he was good and then being bad, and it was just crazy.
And then Waspinator died every episode before Kenny.
Yeah, Waspinator ended up dying a very gruesome death in the finale.
I I don't remember that.
He gets ripped apart by Neanderthals because they think he's a god,
Oh.
and he starts acting like it, and then they basically put him on like a sacrificial like table and just start ripping him apart.
That's not how you treat a god.
I don't know, man.
Neanderthals be crazy.
Yeah, Beast Wars was fucking crazy, and it got dark. And then fucking, like, one of the crazier things is that they actually find the Ark. And they find Optimus Prime. They find all the Generation 1 Transformers in stasis, and Megatron goes to destroy Optimus Prime by blowing his head off in stasis so he never awakens.
Oh, shit.
And then Unicron shows up and starts, what else?
I feel like it's going to be a theme of all these shows we talk about. It's like, and then Unicron showed up.
Well, yeah, but Unicron, he's the robot devil.
Yeah.
I keep just rattling off like crazy things that happen in the show, but it was crazy because it's a kids show.
And then Beast Machines happened, and nobody cared about it.
Beast Machines was awful.
Trying to figure out how to segue into Beast Machines.
And Rat Trap was like a green rat, and I still bought his toy because he had Segway legs.
Here. Let me explain Beast Machines really quick. At the end of Beast Wars, they finally get off and go to Cybertron.
They get off.
They find out Cybertron is not what it used to be, and nobody fucking cares.
Oh.
It was a dark, depressing show. The colors were all drab.
Yeah.
Like everything, the robot designs weren't very good. Like I just don't remember it.
With the whole thing with like Silverbolt, I remember he like changed into some fucking machine, and it was like, what the fuck?
Look,
Something happened to him.
Like the whole second part of the Beast Wars was crazy. Ravage shows up. For anyone who's not familiar with who Ravage was, he was in Generation 1. There was a character named Soundwave, which I'm sure most people know who he is.
I love Soundwave.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even have to watch the show. You love Soundwave, but he had the cassette tapes that would come out, and he had a panther named Ravage.
And Laserbeak.
Well, yeah, but in Beast Wars, Ravage appears as a full-blown character.
Nice.
He's a panther who transforms into a robot with a jetpack.
That sounds badass.
Yeah, he's fucking badass, and he has like this crazy, awesome, deep voice, and just if you get a chance to, if you can like get through the earlier episodes, and even those aren't bad. Like I still remember loving watching them. Beast Wars is a very well done show, and I think because there's not really humans involved until later, and they're supposed to look that way, the CGI aged really well.
I will say that in most Transformer shows, I won't say all Transformer shows, I will mention later, humans are like the worst part of the show.
We'll talk about that later. Because
like the person who does Ed's voice in that one show, I can't think of it.
What?
I actually don't mind the humans in Prime.
Well, like I said, I'll get into it later. That not all of the humans are bad, but more often than not, there's too much stupid human shit going on.
Well, exactly, just like the movies.
Well,
I mean, even Spike, and everyone in the first Transformer, like in the original Generation 1 Transformers, the humans were background characters. It's not like they weren't there, but they were kind of stuck watching all this crazy stuff happening with robots fighting going around. Yeah. And that's how it should be. Because they're giant space robots.
You know who was the worst human? It was Somdag.
I love. We will get into Sorry when we get down to.
Yeah,
we get to animated, but
you guys are going to be surprised. But after Beast Wars, I really don't have anything to talk about.
Well, good thing that I do.
Yeah, thank God, because I blew my load.
Well, I'm sure you know some things about Prime, but
yeah, oh no, I do know a decent amount about Prime. But I will hand the floor gracefully over to JG.
All right, let's roll up my sleeves and see what I can remember from middle school here.
Yeah, because I could not get into any of the Transformers series that happened in the internet.
So,
I'm sure people are tired of hearing me.
I'm not. Your voice is sultry. So anyway, sometime in the early 2000s, around 2002, Hasbro starts this new, what would become the Unicron trilogy of shows. Big quotey fingers there.
I didn't see
For those at home.
There was a show, like, it was called Robots in Disguise. It was before I didn't fucking watch it, so whatever. But one I watched, like, was the first Transformers show I watched was Armada. And it's painful to watch now, but back in the day, that was the shit. Because, I don't know. Basically, Armada introduces these Minicon characters. They're basically like miniature Transformers, and they can hook onto fucking the bigger Transformers and unlock a special weapon or something.
Oh, wait. Actually, since you mentioned Minicons, can I just say?
Yes.
I am slightly familiar with those because the Transformers game on the PS2 was really good.
I still have that!
That game was... I kept it out of my PS2 collection because that is one of the best Transformers games.
Oh, God. Transformers for the PS2 is amazing. It's hard as fuck.
Was that based off Armada?
Yes. Those are the Armada
Okay.
designs. That's why I wanted it, because it's like...
Oh, no, they were good. I love the fact that there were no humans involved.
Yeah, it's just robots all the time. But you got Optimus, and you got Hotshot, and I think it wasn't Ratchet. I think it was Red Alert is what they called him.
Yeah, Red Alert, because I always play it as him.
Yeah, Red Alert's the best one, because he's got an arm laser. But yeah, basically it's all about Transformers come to Earth, like they do, and apparently...
That's a common theme.
Oh wait, it was because there was an escape ship. I think it was during the war or something. They sent all the Minicons on an escape ship, and it explodes in Earth's atmosphere, and they get scattered all around the planet. So then the Autobots and Decepticons come to Earth looking for these Minicons because I guess if you get enough of them, it's supposed to bring this big cataclysm. So it's I don't know. It's them going around every day with these fucking humans, just scouring the planet. It's like, oh, I found a new Minicon. It's basically like Pokemon. It's like every time it's like, we got this new Minicon, and here's what it does. And
I think that's why I didn't get into the show.
at some point, like, because they introduced this concept eventually that it's like, okay, these 3 Minicons make a sword, these 3 Minicons make a shield, and these 3 Minicons make a bazooka. And when you bring these 3 together, we can reawaken Unicron. For some reason.
So it's like Pokemon meets Dragon Ball Z?
Basically.
Why couldn't you wake him up with the goat head and like...
Why couldn't you
stuff.
choose to awaken Primus? The benevolent robot god.
We get to Primus later.
Ooh.
But, so basically, it centers all around. They're fighting over these Minicons. I compare it to Xiaolin Showdown only in the sense that every episode you have to try to remember which side has which Minicons. Because they're constantly going back and forth. It's like, alright, I'm stealing this one for you, but I stole this one from you, and blah-da-dee-blah. But anyway, by the end of the
Fucking
series...
Shenga Wu.
I love Xiaolin Showdown, but I hate Xiaolin Chronicles.
Gongi Tenpai?
Gong Yi Shenpai.
Okay, that was close.
I think it's like 10... I don't know. Fucking whatever. But, yeah, Megatron, who... If you've not seen the Armada version of Megatron, he's fucking ridiculous. Because he's got these giant, like, antlers or something that's, like, on the front of his tank. Go look up Armada Megatron.
Okay.
He's so fucking ridiculous.
Like I said, I tried watching, I think it was that first season, and it came on Fox Kids, I think, at the time.
I think Armada was on Cartoon Network.
Okay.
This is when Cartoon Network started getting everybody.
I don't know. Like, there were so many... Because wasn't there an interim cartoon?
There was... It was, I think it was...
Cartoon.
I think it was just called Robots in Disguise.
Okay.
And I
'Cause
never
I remember-
watched it, so...
Neither did I. I just remember catching an episode and just being like, well, this isn't the Transformers I know and love.
Yeah.
And of course,
But-
I was a stupid kid, so I didn't bother giving it a chance.
What I
We're
did...
all stupid kids.
What I did like about Armada is that the animation, it was interesting because as basically from here out, with the exception of animated, the robots will start being CG.
Wow. Yeah, Megatron is definitely something.
He's fucking ridiculous, and it's like ridiculous.
Cool, though.
It's weird because when he wants to fire his tank barrel when he's in robot form, it like swivels around to his side, like his hip, and starts firing from the hip.
I just found that's actually, I don't know, that's actually kind of cool.
I mean, it's fine. And then he becomes like, and then for some reason, I don't really remember, like, it's halfway through the season, they all get a color change, so, Megatron becomes Galvatron, and I remember Starscream becomes Thundercracker. Which, I don't know, but
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
there was a reason for it, but I don't remember for the life of me.
Okay.
But it was funny because, like, I really like Starscream in that. Oh wait, that was the funny thing. In this version, Starscream actually goes over to the Autobots for a little bit because he just gets pissed off with Megatron. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go join the other side. And then you got fucking Sideways, who is always going back and forth between the teams because no one knows any better.
What a whore.
He's like, but literally he has like these mini cons that ride him because Sideways is a motorcycle. So his head is the mini-con that, like, latch onto him. And anytime he switches side, he has a different head.
That's interesting.
But, yeah, basically, Megatron gets these weapons. I remember one's the Star Saber or whatever. And he fucking goes and awakens Unicron and then just
kind of fanciful in here.
Tries to destroy the Earth. But what I was saying earlier is that I liked it because it was, like, anime-level animation. But so it was all 2D, but the robots were a little more intricately designed compared to like Gen 1 or whatever. So it was really nice to see like 2D animation with that level of detail and the robots beating the shit out of each other. But
maybe I'll have to give Armada a chance.
I like don't cuz okay, this is the thing I learned about it. Armada is really bad plot-wise because I guess there was a problem with Cartoon Network when they were ordering the series from Japan or whatever, and Cartoon Network wouldn't sign off on buying the show until the number of episodes were done. So they were
okay, JD, calm down.
That's Kyle. But they were working with like really half-done scripts when they sent it to Cartoon Network, and basically there was only like a first pass at a script before it went to recording.
Oh wow.
So they basically rushed Armada out the door because Cartoon Network was hurrying them.
Okay.
But
know.
yeah, and then like 2 years later in 2004 they followed up with, this is where like I only have a peripheral knowledge of it because it was on at weird times. Like it was on at like 6:30 in the morning for some reason. Was when I saw it, but it's like it's a continuation of Armada. Like it was they titled it Energon or whatever.
Yeah, I think this is definitely where
this is where it just goes off the fucking rails.
Like I just lost it.
Yeah,
like, I only had peripheral knowledge of Armada, and I did not like it too much.
Yeah, Armada's weird, but just wait till we get to Energon and. All the robots are CG now, but they're still 2D humans.
Oh yeah, that I think is what really turned me off.
It's really bad because it's offsetting because they just don't look like they should be getting.
Like what bothered me is that this is a weird memory, but that show was on when I was in high school, and I had a cold, and I wasn't going to school the next day. I knew that. But it was one of those colds that I woke up at like 5 in the morning, and Cartoon Network was playing Energon.
They play that in Zoids.
Well, Zoids was good.
Zoids is amazing.
I actually really liked Zoids.
I want to talk about Zoids on a future episode.
I would be happy to try and rewatch that series.
Oh, Zoids is amazing.
I just remember seeing that, and I remember the animation was so confusing.
It
almost made me.
It hurts my eyes.
Sick.
But
I just remember looking at it thinking, like, I feel like I'm going to throw up a little bit.
Yeah, it's really offsetting, but
yeah.
Basically, Energon is like, it's 20 years after Armada. I guess the Decepticons and Autobots reconciled their differences because they're working together. I think Megatron's dead.
Oh, wow. As always.
But then, I don't know if you know this from, like, the original series, this character called Alpha Quintesson.
Ah, yes, the Alpha Quintesson.
He comes back as the bad guy, and he's living in the decaying body of Unicron.
Okay, that sounds really awesome.
And he has a legion of Terrorcons that he's sending to fight the new Autobots or whatever.
All right, that's kind of dark shit I'm into.
And then I think Megatron's spirit or whatever is also living in the decaying body of Unicron, and he tricks Alpha Q into resurrecting him, and I don't know. But then, shit gets even crazier. When the very next year, they introduce Transformer Cybertron.
Most ridiculous naming convention ever.
It's Energon and then Cybertron. I don't know. But basically what this entire series, which, fun fact, Cybertron, from like the original company that was making the show, was not supposed to be in continuity with the first two shows. Hasbro was like, no, we're making this a trilogy of shows. We're gonna make it fit. So a lot of the dubbing and stuff makes it fit.
Huh. It's an interesting way to go about it.
But basically, they like kill Unicron again at the end of Energon. I guess they resurrected him too.
You can't kill Unicron.
I guess they killed Unicron because his destruction of his body creates a black hole that's threatening to destroy Cybertron.
Okay.
So basically, what happens?
Is Kyle even here anymore?
He's still over there, I think.
Yo.
I'm sorry, Kyle. But basically, what fucking happens is his Primus sends all like Optimus and all of his friends off on a quest to all these other planets to find these planet keys. And I guess the keys, when you put them into their keyholes, is supposed to like put out an energy, and when you do get all the keys, it'll stop the black hole.
I did that from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Something like I didn't watch Cybertron too much. I like caught an episode here or there, but just like that, when I was trying to read back I was reading back the plot description when I was researching these today. It's like, this is the most convoluted fucking plot. I don't know what's going on anymore.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say the original Transformers was high art.
Oh, no. God, this trilogy of show just got more convoluted as it went on.
Yeah, but, like, when it was just Autobots trying to get... when it was people racing to get Energon so they could get back to the planet they left.
Yeah.
That was fine. That was good enough.
Yeah, that's basically what the Energon show was about. It's like, Autobots, Decepticons join forces, and we're going to just go get Energon deposits over the world while Alpha Q sends the robots down to get Energon to revive Unicron or Megatron or something. I don't know.
That's kind of cool that they brought a quintessence in, because they were always...
Yeah, he looks like a fucking snake guy or something.
Yeah, did he have the 4 heads?
Yes! He had the 4 heads!
The quintessence actually has like one of my favorite scenes, and another one of my favorite lines from Transformers, the 80s movie. Spare me this mockery of justice. Because the quintessence was a judge, and no matter what, everything was guilty.
Oh, God. But, getting into something that I have more knowledge of and thoroughly enjoyed, and I think we talked a little bit about this on a previous...
I believe you talked about it during your thing about reboots.
Yeah, but Kyle doesn't know shit about Transformers, so I think he was silent. I honestly don't remember what I said in there, because...
You mean like he is now?
Yeah, kind of like this. But, so in 2007, we got a really odd Transformers show, just titled Transformers Animated.
Yeah.
Fun.
That was brought about mostly because of the movies, if I remember
right. They tried to bring in some elements of the movie, but not a lot from what I remember.
Because they suck.
Exactly. But what was interesting, at least on the surface of this show, was that you got Derek Wyatt, who did all the character designs from like Teen Titans, to do the art direction for this show. So you got a lot of like really stylized, Transformers and stuff, and it was interesting watching them convert his style into a workable toy.
Yeah,
it worked, man. It fucking worked.
No, I mean it worked. They did really.
Kyle chimes in.
They did a nice job on those toys. I've got Megatron and Optimus from that show. Those toys.
You know what?
What?
I waited on buying those toys, and it was the worst decision of my life. My 25 years on this planet. And I don't even have one of their fucking toys. I just maybe wanted Bumblebee. Maybe all of them. I don't remember.
okay. So,
Walmart did a cool thing where it was like Bumblebee through the ages, and that was like where it left off, and that shit was rad as fuck because they had original Bumblebee, shitty Bayformers Bumblebee, and Ricky Derwad or whatever the hell is called Bumblebee, and yeah.
God,
I'm sure that's worth a lot of money now.
well, it was funny because BotCon, which is like the big annual Transformers convention, came to Cincinnati when I still lived, nearby. Well, I live there now, but me and my friend went. I met Tara Strong there. Fun fact. That was fun. But I bought the Optimus and the Megatron from some guy who was basically scalping them, and I was like, I don't know if I want to get this because it was like a 2-pack of Optimus and Megatron, or a giant one of Starscream. And my high schooler mind was like, well, I'll get 2 toys, and I wish I would have Starscream. And I'm pissed as hell I never got a Blitzwing because Blitzwing was the best character in that show.
He was cool. He was German. He was German engineered.
I just liked it because he was like so fucking had the 3 changing heads, and they kept switching personalities every 5 fucking seconds. But
he was like Colonel Klink almost,
I guess. But basically, animated was at least a little more different than the Transformer shows I'd watch because, first off, they set the entire show in Detroit. Like, straight up Detroit. And like, the Autobots are just, like, out in the open. Like, people just see them walking down the street because, like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and then Optimus looks like Bobobo.
I guess?
I did not like that version of Optimus.
I don't know.
He's got, like, giant DSL.
What?
Yeah, what is giant?
Oh,
DSL?
God, Kyle! Shut up! He does not have
gotcha.
dick-sucking lips.
I don't know. I
Fucking
did not
Christ.
like the lips.
He looked like Bobobo minus the afro. That's how I saw him.
He looked like somebody trying to emulate the style from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but really sucking at it.
I like Derek Wyatt's art style.
Like, no, the art style's fine.
That's just what it looked like to me.
It just, I don't know, the characters just didn't have the same charm.
I thought they had
To me.
plenty of charm, to be honest.
Well, you just have shit taste. No, I'm kidding.
I'll fight you.
Get good, son.
But
You really want to travel down that road?
if art style is not what gets you, I guess. I thought the plot for this show was actually a lot interesting because it was a lot different in the sense that instead of having Optimus Prime being like this big, all-powerful leader guy, he and the other Autobots, which there's like, I like it that they kept a small team. First off, I hate when there's a big sprawling teams. It's hard for me to keep track of people. But basically, Optimus and all the other guys are just maintenance workers. They're just like, they're not anything special. They're just like, we were working on a broken space bridge, and then we went to Earth because Megatron's a dick. Like,
Yeah.
they were just flying around, and Megatron is flying in his ship, and he's like, fuck that ship, shoots him, and they go crash into Detroit. And then Megatron gets his fucking head cut off.
Yeah,
and he spends the entire
This Indian dude was like talking to this head that was disembodied and secretly building a body, but he didn't tell him that he was building a body.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Megatron tricks this scientist into building a new body, and he spends the entire first season as a head.
Just fine. I don't know. I didn't like a lot of the changes they made. I didn't like how Blur was apparently a bad guy.
Blur?
Blur gets turned into like a cube or something.
Man, I love Blur.
Blur?
No, I
wait,
love Blur.
wait,
but,
Blur was a good guy. He talked really fast.
Like, they did some fucked up shit where he gets like crushed into a cube or something. I don't know.
I don't remember
There's
that.
song number 2, and that's all I can think of from them. But
Shut up, Kyle. God damn it.
Well, the one guy went on to be in the Gorillas.
yeah,
I hate all
But
of you.
I don't know. I just could not get into animated. Like, I remember catching a few episodes, and yeah, it was cool to see, like, but then they had to bring in an annoying fucking kid.
I like Sorry.
She was the
They're
girl on the
like-
roller skates, right?
Yeah, and they're like, look, it's a girl. And then she was, like, being a girl and shit, and annoying, and then, like, she was a robot.
Yeah, like, okay, almost came out of nowhere, but, like, it doesn't bug me for some reason, is they revealed that Sorry is actually a Cybertronian human hybrid because they as I guess one of those little proto-form transformer things fell to Earth, and her dad touched it and infused his DNA into it and made her.
And it somehow made a girl?
Genetics can work like that.
So this like hairy Indian dude that smells like chutney touched a fucking thing.
Touched a space baby and it turned into a human hybrid.
We're getting a little racy here.
And then it turned into a girl that doesn't even look like him. It was just random teenage, not even teenage, just 6-year-old girl.
She turns into a teenager eventually.
Yeah, when she hits robot age. Age of consent of robot, whatever that is.
I like Sorry, she's adorable.
Could take it or leave it.
Yeah. But no, I liked it because, I don't know, they got into a lot of backstory. They had fucking, like at the beginning of the second season, they brought in Sentinel Prime, and he's like a huge dick to Optimus.
I did like that, because he had...
Like, he's such an asshole.
He had a big chin, and he was a dick.
He was a dick. And like,
everyone had a big chin in that series.
No, but he had a big chin.
like somehow bigger chin.
Oh, he had a huge chin. It was like they made you aware he had a chin. No, but it was funny because they got into... Because you get Black Arachnia, who was working with the Decepticons for a while, then she goes off on her own and basically starts...
Like she always does.
I always found that shit weird. Was she in the original series? Or was she made for Beast Wars? Because they're always bringing them up in, like, the original, like, different series, and it's like she was a fucking Predacon at that point, or whatever fuck.
She was real. I don't remember her ever being in the original Generation 1 Transformers. Now, granted, Scorponok was way different, because Scorponok was actually, like, a giant fucking robot, like, scorpion that transformed into like a base. We have the figure still. But I don't know. So I don't doubt that Black Arachnia possibly was an original Transformer, but I don't recall her ever being as big a deal. I think Beast Wars is where, because obviously you got to start adding more female characters. So I think
that is one of the bad things about Transformers. There's not a lot of female characters.
And
RC was in a flashback.
No, RC was in the 80s movie, and she was awesome.
No, in the animated, she's in a flashback.
Oh, well,
because fucking during the war, she gets injured, and Ratchet has to try to save her life, but she comes back with fucking amnesia.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
No, but
so
you're
FYI,
not selling me on this show, JD.
No, okay, I will say on that.
FYI on this, Black
Okay.
Arachnia was made for Beast Wars.
Oh, okay. Well,
know.
that makes sense, because, I mean, after that, she's become a staple, and she's actually a welcome addition, I think.
That's what I mean. It's kind of weird, though, because she's a spider, and she was made for Beast Wars, and then now she's hanging out with cars and shit. Like,
Well, you had the
it's kind of weird to
Insecticons.
me.
Well, now that I'm thinking...
See, I don't know about this shit. I'm just saying, for a guy, it's weird to see that who's not into it.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like, with Black Arachnia's character, the whole Cybertronian something other thing hybrid isn't as weird with Sorry. Because one of the things I really liked about Animated was they had a whole episode, which is basically a backstory. It showed Optimus, Sentinel, and Alita 1, like, back in their training days, and it shows how, like, Alita 1 turns into Black Arachnia because the fucking spiders eat her, and she turns into a half spider, and they leave her to die, and they think she's dead, and they're all broken up about it, and that's why Sentinel's an asshole.
That's kind of fucked, man.
Oh, it's fucked up, because, like, they're on this scouting mission, and then, like, fucking these spider monsters, like, fucking attack them, and they leave her behind, and Sentinel's always going on about, like, it's her fault, it's your fault she's dead, and then Optimus finds out that she turned into the spider later.
It's her fault she's a woman and incompetent.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
why she deserved to be a spider.
Oh my god. But I liked...
Harsh.
I will say the one thing about animated that I did not like is that they had human villains.
Oh yeah,
And they
there
were
was
so
like
fucking-
some fucking MODOK dude that was Bruce Campbell.
Oh,
that
they
was
basically
that was
ripped
in Megas.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think you think of
Oh.
Megas.
They did have the headmaster who
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I've got
guy
that
who
shit
built
mixed
like a
up.
he built like a robot head that can attach to other robots and control them.
That's what I was thinking of.
Headmasters were a weird thing. I you know what? I kept meaning to do research on them, and I just didn't. bother.
The only
I mixed them up. That's funny. I'm funny.
the only thing I liked with the human villains, there was an episode where they team up with Swindle, and Swindle's like a con artist, just like he just steals weapons from people, then tries to resell them, and he has like this junk drawer in his chest that just seems to be infinite. But it's like
I love Hammer Space. That's like the
yeah, he has like a hammer space drawer in his chest, but it's hilarious because he's voiced by Fred Willard.
Oh, Fred Willard is sad.
I like him. But I don't know. I liked it. It was cute, and I very much liked the art style because it seemed very much different than anything
So
they'd
since
put
you
out.
like the art style, did you watch Ben 10?
I did watch Ben 10 for a while. I even watched some of Alien Force, but then it just went on too long.
Ick. I always thought Ben 10 had like the same idea as fucking Guyver and Earthworm Jim. Like fucking completely ripped off both of those.
Oh.
Well, Guyver's pretty fucking badass.
Yes.
I
But
mean,
like it's an alien race trying to get their super secret weapon back, and that's all it was. It's not really.
Well,
Anyways.
if you guys don't want to talk about animated anymore, we can talk about what I will admit is this.
No, dude, let's talk about animated.
I really don't have anything else. I didn't watch it.
I will
'cause-
say, I will admit it is the superior show, but I did love me some Transformers Prime.
Prime is. I went into that not knowing what to expect. Like I remember catching it on the Hub
Yes.
when I was
When the Hub was still a channel.
Yeah, when the
Dan
Hub was still.
Versus was on.
Yeah, that's where I learned about Dan.
And they made a bunch of
Versus.
crossover commercials that just had fucking My Little Pony and Optimus and Dan Versus just talking to each other all the time. It was fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
Well, no, I thought those were kind of funny because it was kind of cool. It kind of felt like an old, like
No, it was funny.
old cartoon commercials.
It was
but
funny as
Prime,
fuck. I loved
Prime, like I did not give a shit about animated. I did not really care much for the art style. I mean, I just could not get into it. But then I watched Prime, and I was blown away at how good it was. And I think because Prime fixed the designs, in my opinion. Like I don't know, they still had like that bulky sort of robot look to them, but they.
I feel like they found a happy medium between taking the simplicity of the Gen 1 designs, but
And,
also
yeah.
but taking the more semi-realistic look of the movies. Because I think Prime came out when the movies were still coming out, like the third one was coming out.
Yeah, and they somehow made like the whole like I loved it because well, first off, I thought it was cool that yes, they were working with humans because you had Agent Fowler who was
I love
voiced by
Agent-
Ernie Hudson.
Okay, I don't know if I'm the only one weirded out with this, but like I felt like they were always trying to hint at a relationship between Fowler and Jack's mom.
I think they were.
And it was creepy.
I will have to admit before we get deeper into this, I have not finished Prime, but I did watch like at least 2 seasons of it, and I need to finish it because I really liked it. Like it was cool because, like you said, it was a smaller show. There was only like 4 central Autobots.
Yeah, they had Optimus.
It was Optimus, Bulkhead, RC, which was awesome because RC was a badass in the show from what I've seen.
Prime RC is one of my waifus.
No, I mean she's awesome. I like the fact that she's a good blend of being like a strong, capable character, but not infallible. Like they seem to fuck up all the time.
Yeah, and I did.
And
you had Bumblebee who couldn't.
Yeah,
That was the one thing that did kind of bug me that they carried over from the movie is the fact that Bumblebee can't talk.
yeah. But the best part of the show was Ratchet.
I love what's his name?
Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs. I love.
You got Herbert West from Reanimator, a guy who played a doctor whose whole thing was resurrecting dead bodies and defeating death. By the way, if you've never watched the movie Reanimator with Jeffrey Combs, watch it.
Okay, this weirded me.
amazing.
This weirded me out when I watched it a couple months ago. But have you seen a movie called The Frighteners before?
Yes, it's a fantastic movie.
I did not realize until I was
yeah.
an adult that Jeffrey Combs is in that movie.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs gets unfortunately typecasted into being villains, but if you want to see Jeffrey Combs at one of his finest, I'd watch Reanimator.
Watch Justice League Unlimited where he's the Question.
Yeah, he's the Question, but I love Ratchet in Prime.
Oh, Ratchet in Prime is amazing.
Perfect voice. Like everyone had their perfect voices. All the even the kids were not that bad.
So, are we gonna touch down on my favorite Transformer show?
Depends
Do we
which one it
wanna
is.
Rescue
What is it?
Bots.
Shut up. No.
Hey, it's Transformers for the kids.
It's Rescue Bots is technically in continuity with Prime.
Like GoBots.
No, Rescue Bots was like
I
the
know,
kid,
I know.
the fucking kid-friendly version of Transformers, and it's technically in continuity.
That's
I
all
just
right.
want to see. I just wanted to hear JD spurg out about.
I've never
something
actually,
that doesn't
I've never
matter.
actually watched it. It's just, it's the little kids' version of Transformers.
Just, oh my God, Optimus Prime is a T-Rex. This is just so.
What?
Hey, kids need their.
And what I?
Man, you just fucking derailed him.
God, I'm sorry. What I was gonna say. One of the things I really loved about Prime is they got the original voices of Optimus and Megatron back.
Oh, what else is Frank Welker not doing?
He's doing Fred from Scooby-Doo.
He's doing everything he's been doing for 30-some
It
years.
still blows my mind he's been doing Fred Jones for almost 50 years.
And it's just his natural speaking.
I know.
It's
that
not like
joke
he's
where-
doing. Yeah.
It's that joke where they're like, something about going to a pier, or they ask him how old he is.
How old he is?
Like,
It's
46. And they're like, what the fuck? Yeah, Pier 46.
the best joke ever.
Yeah.
Like, Frank Welker has not stopped doing what Frank Welker does.
And
I'm
it's
pretty sure if Casey Kasem was still around, he would still be doing Shaggy.
Fuck no. He got in a big deal about.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
they
wasn't
wanted-
aware.
He wanted Shaggy to be a vegetarian because he's a vegetarian.
Oh.
It's like this big fucking deal, and it's like, nah, we're
I
good.
think Matthew Lewis is doing a good job.
No, he is. I'm just like thinking, like, some people with those voices, like, that's their voice. Like the guy that was going back on SWAT Cats because I can't seem to go a single episode. They got the guy who does they're trying to get all the original voices back, and they already got one of them. And even though the guy is like, God, 15, 20 years older or something like that,
His voice is super gravelly now.
and it still sounds like Razor though.
Yeah.
Like it still sound. He does like because he did like a fan video where he was thanking people for the support in the voice of Razor.
That's
It was
pretty sweet.
it was cool. Of course, as a guy who loved SWAT Cats, it was really cool to hear.
Yeah.
But going back on Prime, I mean, Prime was really good, and I need to finish it. I love the fact that it felt like a really good culmination of Generation 1 with all the other stuff that they threw in there. I
Yeah.
love the fact that Wheeljack came back.
Yeah, Wheeljack and like Bulkhead are like best friends and shit.
Oh, they're war buddies.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite things, and that's going back on it. I love when the show treats the characters like war veterans or war buddies.
And that's the thing with Prime is like it like almost takes the camp of it away. It almost takes it as a serious drama.
It does and it doesn't. It balances it very well because it remembers we're talking about
Fucking
giant robots.
transforming robots.
Yeah, but it's like the Unicron arc was amazing, and as I said, I think Transformers Prime in their first season finale, where Unicron comes back, has probably the second best fight between Optimus Prime and Megatron.
Yeah.
When Megatron gets like jacked up on the
Dark Energon.
Yeah, and just goes ape shit, and
And
then
he
him
has
and
the power
Optimus-
to resurrect the dead.
Yeah, like how awesome is that?
Hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
Much.
gets fucking hopped up on crazy juice.
But
But Prime, as a diehard Transformers fan who kind of dropped out of the cartoons for a long time, didn't care for animated, Prime just continued to impress me from how far I watched it. Black Arachnia is awesome in it. They bring in the Insecticons, Wheeljack. They
Yeah,
go into
fucking everybody.
Wreckers. Yeah, then all of a sudden Blitzwing, I think, is in there.
I think so.
And isn't he? He's like a bounty hunter or something. But he's like him and Wheeljack get into this like the show builds on the relationships really well. And I actually thought the human villains were kind of a cool touch.
Oh, it's who were the?
I forget.
Oh yeah, they had like that rogue.
Like
government.
they like basically were trying to steal the
They basically wanted the Transformers technology
to become more effective killing machines, and it
Right.
turned into this cool thing where they were like the neutral party kind of.
Yeah,
Like, so you had episodes where the Autobots and the Decepticons would have to like team up to take them out. I know there was an episode where Bulkhead ended up going to fight them to get back. I want to say it was Knockout, or was it Blackout?
Oh,
Yeah.
the red
No, the bigger one, Blackout, I think.
maybe.
Because Knockout was the smaller red one.
Knockout was my favorite character. I
Oh,
fucking
Knockout is phenomenal.
I love Knockout.
He is a big fan. He
What
has
a
a lot of female
knockout.
fans. I follow an artist on Tumblr who draws amazing Transformers. Like, she is obsessed with Knockout.
That's amazing.
And he's got a great voice.
I love Darren Norris.
I don't know many of these voice actors, but Prime, totally worth watching. I need to get back into it. Really seems to treat the series with respect. Even though it does the whole Optimus Prime has like the crazy mouth guard thing, it does it better than animated because he doesn't have the stupid lips.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they all have like this tiny mouth on them. It doesn't like it's not in pieces or like that is in the movies. It's just literally just a mouth flap.
And it works. I mean, it doesn't really
It's simple, but you can still have mouth animation in there.
Yeah. And the dynamics between all the characters are great. I love that Ratchet is like this crotchety scientist, but you see him kind of start to warm up to the kids.
Yeah, he like fucking hates the kids at first. And he's like, I don't even want. Why are they here? Why do we
Yeah.
need them? And just by the end of the series, he's like just willing to go out of his way to make sure they don't die.
Oh, like unlike Steven Universe, they actually don't keep a character as comic relief.
No, but I really like the dynamics. And like I was saying earlier,
How's that for Steven Baum?
Boom.
but what I was saying earlier is that a lot of the times I don't like the stupid human shit going on. Prime was the
Yeah.
first time that I actually I actually like the human characters. I like that they're here. They add like a bit of depth. Or
There was
they
one character I could not stand.
Miko.
Yes, because
Miko is annoying.
it infuriated me because, no, I get it. You got to have the kind of out there. But how many fucking times do you nearly have to get killed till you realize, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't follow the giant robots into the fight.
But she needs to take pictures.
Yeah, like I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, look, I understand she's a stupid teenager with a phone, but, man, I don't know, you would think after the fifth time she almost gets crushed by by a robot getting knocked down by another robot, you'd think something would click where she would say, I'll stay back.
You think so?
And
but-
if giant robots were real and shit, I'd be taking pictures of them too.
But I wouldn't be following them to these desolate war zones in the middle of nowhere where there's no escape if something goes wrong.
People chase tornadoes. We're into desolate war zones of...
Yeah, but they also have cars.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And their cars specially equipped to handle tornado tracking.
Yeah, but in Transformer, the cars are the robots.
Yeah,
Explain
and what
that
happens?
shit.
Yeah, what happens if you hitch a ride and the Autobot you're with gets fucking destroyed, and you're basically stuck there with Sharkmouth Megatron, who I'm sure is going to not be.
You call a cab, and I'm sure the cab is a Transformer.
Good luck getting a fucking cab to drive all the way out to the middle of the Nevada desert or wherever they were.
my car is a Transformer. It's got the Autobot symbol on its butt and everything.
So, I don't know. do they like run out of gas and stuff?
They
like
do not.
on this quest?
No.
They run
Wait.
off energon.
They actually, that is like a big problem they have is that the fact they only have a finite amount of energon and they're constantly just hoarding it.
Well, it's very much like Generation 1. It's this constant fight for energon, and you got the energon deposits appearing around Earth, and it turns into this race, and they have to... The first episode, The Rock is in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Rock isn't he Rodimus?
No, The Rock is in it as Cliffjumper.
Cliffjumper, that's right, and he fucking dies.
He gets fucking destroyed, and then comes back as a zombie, and that fucks with RC.
Oh, yeah.
The show really does, much like any other Transformers show, it gets deep and scary, and it's awesome.
Yeah, there's a few times the Prime just got fucking real.
Yeah, characters die. Yeah,
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is a Transformer.
for one
love
episode.
Yeah, for
love
5 minutes.
And he's one of my favorite Transformers, and he gets fucking killed, but it's still awesome.
And throughout the entire, it's even interesting through the entire series. You see how much that fucks with RC.
Oh yeah, and it's because it's good character development. Unlike another show that I like to hit on.
What show?
What do you think?
It starts with an S.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna go into it.
Just leave it be.
No, because I'm tired of the show getting a fucking free pass because it's got lesbians in it.
That is that is a discussion for another time.
You don't got enough air. You got enough airtime for that.
I got as much airtime as I want. This is the internet.
It's true.
But
they do wonderful character development on that show, and it's great to see. It from a continuity standpoint, it is really, really well done.
yeah, but
Everything ties together.
yeah, and then it was interesting because now they've got this new show, Robot. They basically just call it Robots in Disguise, which is really fucking uninspired. But
I've heard about it. I've heard really
it's
good.
actually really good because it is technically a continuation of Prime because they make mention of I think basically the show revolves on Bumblebee. He gets these 2 new recruits. I think he's training. I'm sorry. It's fucking late. And
It's okay. I just got distracted by this delightful picture of Andrew Garfield
Stop.
from BoJack Horseman that Kyle sent.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, bother.
This show isn't about BoJack Horseman. It's about fucking robots.
I'm sorry.
I just didn't expect to open up a file and have it be.
You guys are talking, and I'm browsing the internet.
I know you are. I'm sorry, Kyle. I feel really bad for Kyle because he doesn't have a whole lot to talk about. Anyway,
Okay.
so
I
robots.
just know that there's robots, and they fight stuff,
And that's all you really. That's all you really need to know.
and then sometimes there's people involved,
Well,
and then there's sometimes halflings of people and machines.
God.
And not my Transformers.
oh God.
Yeah, and chutney.
Can I talk
Yes,
about robots
yes.
in disguise, please?
Oh, right.
So anyway, this show, it just finished up its first season, so there's not a whole lot to get into, but basically,
let's get into it.
shut up. Bumblebee finally gets his voice box fixed, and he's voiced by Will Friedle. So he sounds like he sounds like fucking Terry from Batman Beyond.
That's not the worst thing.
No, it's actually kind of nice, but again, it focuses on a small team. He's only got he's got fuck. Why am I blanking on her name? He's got Strong Arm, who's this cadet in training. He's got Sideswipe, who's a punk that kind of came with them on accident. He's fucking leading Grimlock around because he's voiced by Carrie Payton, so he sounds like a really roided up cyborg from Teen Titans.
Oh, Grimlock.
Oh, I love Grimlock in this show because he's
I
he basically just goes around asking, can I hit this? Can I hit this?
I just love Grimlock in anything.
Grimlock's amazing, but
We are the best.
but
We keep him king.
basically what this show was, they get this distress call from Earth because this prison ship has crashed into crashed to Earth, and all these Decepticons have basically escaped, and Bumblebee has taken it upon himself to hunt them down. So, but it's cool because it's got a small team and the group dynamic's really nice. And what's really weird, and I still haven't gotten an explanation for why exactly this is, but all of the Decepticons so far have been animal based. But you've got so far my favorite's been like the deer. His name's Thunderhoof, and he was a gangster back on Cybertron, so he talks like a Brooklyn accent.
Does he look like Xerneas?
No, but he's got fucking... He's like a farm raker kind of vehicle. So he's got like these giant fucking antlers in his...
He's a John Deere?
Basically.
So
I think
that's...
it sounded,
Oh my god, I just got the joke.
Jesus, man. I don't even watch the show and I got it.
Jesus Christ. No, but...
JD's mind is forever blown.
Oh god. But, yeah, it's... A lot of the, fuck, what am I even trying to say here? Sorry.
I don't know, you're trying to say it,
I'm
man.
sorry. Basically, this wolf transformer Steeljaw comes, like, he escapes, and he's basically going on about, like, look, I don't really want to fight you guys. I just want to make this planet a haven for Decepticons, and basically their entire clash is because Bumblebee and the team's trying to bring him in, but he's like, fuck you, we're gonna make this our own home, so fuck you guys. You can go fuck off. And I don't know. It's fun.
Sounds pretty good. I'll have to check it out.
I like it. And
I gotta finish Prime first.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need to know what happened in Prime for this. It helps a little bit because they make small references, but
I really want to because I really fucking loved Prime.
Yeah, Prime's good. And it's weird because Optimus is technically in the show, but he's not. Like, he appears in visions to Bumblebee because he's off, like, training in another dimension because fucking...
That's fine. I see nothing wrong with...
It's not Megatron, fucking, why am I having trouble with names today?
Oh, we're talking about Transformers.
So, like, one of the original Transformers, like, you know how they have, like, the fucking Ancients? Like, the Council of 13 or whatever? But basically, at the end of the first season, they resurrect Megatronus. Who is, like, where Megatron got his name from, and he's, like, this fucking gladiator, and he's just... They wake him up, and he, like, appears as, like, this shadow, and he keeps talking to Steeljaw and all the other underlings. Like, alright, you need to build all this shit for me so I can be resurrected, and I can fuck you up in the real world if you don't, so...
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, it's cool. I like it. I don't know how much you know about the comics, but they bring in the character Windblade.
I've heard very, very positive things about Windblade.
Windblade's a badass. She just comes in and starts fucking shit up.
Yeah, because doesn't she kind of look like a geisha?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
She's got a big fan head.
Like, I've heard a lot of really good things about Windblade. I have some of the comics, because I got them from Humble Bundle. I just need to start reading them. Like, I read Megatron, All Hail Megatron, which was pretty awesome, and I need to read some of the other ones.
Yeah. But, in this show, again, it's not so much, the human stuff doesn't bug me, because it's kind of like Gen 1 in the sense that the main humans are father and son. So,
that's cool.
So you got this, like, this middle-aged guy who runs a junkyard that they all live in just to hide out. And I guess, like, his, like, 10-year-old son comes to, like, stay with him for the summer or whatever, and that's when all this shit goes down. So it's really interesting because a lot of the time they opt to, like, distract the general public from whatever fucking giant robot shit's going down. So they're always, like, just throwing disguises and stuff on and trying to, like, no, we're official people from the city, or we're filming a movie and you can't go over there because giant robots.
I really have to check this show out.
Yeah, I would recommend it. It's a fun show. It's not, like, as grimdark as fucking Prime gets. So it's a little more lighthearted, but it's still an enjoyable little show. I enjoy it.
Still sounds top quality.
I will like it, and it's on Cartoon Network because the Hub doesn't have a channel anymore.
Yeah,
Which makes me sad.
I used to love watching Generation 1 Transformers, followed by Prime, followed by original G.I. Joe, followed by whatever the hell else they were playing.
Oh god, I forgot they played G1 G.I. Joe along with that.
I loved watching Generation 1 G.I. Joe. It was so entertaining.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you guys, but that's all I got.
I mean, we really kind of ran through everything outside.
That is your brief history of the
except
Transformers.
The Rescue Heroes one.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
I would talk about Rescue Heroes if I watched it, but I haven't.
That's unfortunately my issue. I sadly don't know enough about it, and I don't know enough about GoBots either.
Fucking GoBots, man.
I don't think anyone really wants to know a lot about GoBots.
Not really, but all right.
What was Randall's view on GoBots?
They are the Walmart. No, wait, no. Randall did not have good views, but I know some character in Clerks 2 said they're like the Walmart Transformers.
Oh, they're the Kmart Transformers.
Kmart, okay.
Because he's talking. Oh yeah, Clerks 2.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
And fucking Elias is trying to explain why the Transformers aren't blasphemous because God created men and men created the Transformers, so really the Transformers are a gift from God.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's like the best part of Clerks 2.
And then the guy vomited.
Yeah, because he talks about gay hobbit sex.
He talks about how gay the hobbit is.
He saunters all over the front of it, sucks a dick.
Yeah, I love that movie. Rosaria Dawson's my waifu.
God, let's do a drinking game every time someone says the word waifu and see how.
I feel like I should be keeping a spreadsheet or something.
We can make one in Google Docs,
like, do we have to wait till February to do the waifu episode?
No, but I feel it'd be more appropriate.
Are we sure this is even gonna last till February?
I sure as hell hope so. I need something to do.
Oh, you can always just okay, whatever.
We need help from viewers like you.
Yeah,
just like
seriously.
PBS.
We'll give out tote bags and shit.
I can like half-ass make some tote bags.
Well, if it's cool with you, I think we're gonna close this out for this week.
Nah, I want to talk some more.
Oh, we can, just not on mic. I think it's gonna be like a fucking 3-hour episode at this point.
Again.
Oh, but anyway.
Let's talk about the movies again.
No.
I'm sure there's some untaught ground on that.
You know what?
Hey, remember when Tom Kenny was a robot?
I actually had no problems with that. I had fucking problems with there being a second movie in general. But
God.
Yeah.
That's for a whole nother thing.
Anyway,
that's for part 2.
Thank you for
for my
listening
own
to the Ink and Paint Club podcast this week.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Like we said, if you enjoyed this show, please share it. I'll leave links in the description to our Facebook page and our Tumblr page and all our personal pages if you'd like to follow us there. That'd be super cool. And please share this show with anyone you can. Reblog our posts, share our Facebook status posts.
Don't be a dick. Be a dude.
Yeah, there you go.
Or dudette, I mean.
Yeah, we're not judged.
Hey,
Girls are all welcome into this show.
it's a general term.
We need some estrogen on this show. Something fierce.
I got Shauna within earshot.
Fucking sausage fest up in
I know,
here.
it's not like I don't have a girl sitting in the next room that'd be willing to come and talk about Sailor Moon and shit.
My god, her and Shauna would get along great.
We
need some tacos in this sausage fest.
Maybe we should just do that next week. Just have Shauna and Mel on and talk about Sailor Moon and card
because
captors.
I don't have one? Because my girlfriend can't talk about
Ari,
Sailor Moon?
If Ari would like to come on and talk Sailor Moon, she is more than welcome.
Good night, everybody.
Alright, good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Kyle, say bye.
I don't want to.
Fine.
Bye. Bad bye.
I'm gonna stop this now. Okay.
Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.